They are super quiet out there.
Yeah. Game time. All right, so we're getting conflicting reports. So I think we got some people who have some volume button issues. Okay, so I think the resounding majority is saying we're good.
Okay.
Thanks, guys, for the feedback on that. The new minty colored 6. I like the 6-ball now. I really like the whole set.
I do too. I'm a big fan of the balls that aren't shown. I like the 12 ball.
Yeah.
The black and the blue. I think that's by far my favorite. I am biased. Blue is my favorite color.
Oof.
Ugh.
So Kathy's asking if the players in this group usually play on bigger tables, and I'm going to side with the no.
I would say no.
Most of the tables that we play on in the leagues that we discovered each other in are typically 7s, maybe 10% of the time they're on 8-footers, maybe a little bit more, but mostly 7-foot tables.
Rob just barely missing, giving DJ ball in hand here. Let's see what DJ can do.
Still a lot of table there to get around.
Yeah. Let's see if he bumps another 9 here.
It's going to get there. Oh.
That's super unfortunate.
Good speed, just slightly wrong angle.
Yeah.
Ooh,
That was good effort.
another interesting leave here.
Yeah, it leaves Rob with nothing really.
So Isaac, myself, Matt McDaniel, and Alan Whitemarsh are commentating today. So Bethany's asking if they can hear us. And we are in down a hallway in a closed room. So I think if...
Oh, the triple kiss.
Nice. Do it again. No, Bethany, we're in a different room. So if they're really listening, they can probably hear us. But for the most part, it's not like we're sitting on the corner of the table whispering in their ear or anything like that. Ooh.
We did have some fun with letting them hear us on the TV the other day when we were
Right,
getting things set up. But
yeah, we were doing a practice round with the group the other day, just kind of getting used to the tools, because this is the first time we've done anything live like this. Yeah, it was pretty funny. So we intentionally let them hear, we have a TV broadcasting in that room just so they can see it for scorekeeping and stuff. And we turned the audio on so you could hear them. Nice shot. Uh-oh.
no, cue ball, no.
It's trouble. So he's not going to make him shoot it.
DJ goes up 1.
All right, so here we are, guys. We forgot to launch with this shot. Myself, Matt, Alan, and Kyle, all playing in the, I guess you can call it league. We really haven't come up with a formal name of it, but
Seeking Gravity.
So yeah, we're in the back room here for the broadcasting, so we can hopefully stay out of the ear as much as we can. But yeah.
Hello.
Yeah, I think we've got a lot of factors here that are compounding. Oh, we got a lively room out there. There's a lot of compounding factors here. We'll probably have some slower games tonight. You know, we've got a very difficult table people are still getting used to, and then they're all getting broadcasted live, and people are talking about them. All of this is new for everybody, guys. So I'd imagine we're going to have some nerves out there.
I would think so. And there's the people who are here to watch and on deck. You can hear them in the background relaying some comments to the players right now, which is real fun, I think.
Nice try. Yeah, so one of the things that we are doing scorekeeping. I mean, you guys are seeing the scoreboard on the screen, of course, to follow along with racks and ball sunk and stuff like that. But we do have scorekeeping. So on the website, we'll have complete stat tracking, shot percentage, streaks, all that kind of fun stuff. And then the nerdy stuff that I think more established players really kind of dig into. So we are taking the time and scorekeeping every game and having that history.
Tough shot there. Yeah, I'm a big fan of stats, so it's going to be really cool to be able to see what we can kind of put together and have on the website for everybody to see.
Wow, we got somebody from Thailand. That's awesome.
Wow.
And a fan of DJ.
Wow.
Yeah, I didn't know DJ was international.
Already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dang, that happened fast, guys.
Minute 30 of Seeking no, 17 of Seeking Gravity, and he's a star. Ooh.
I think he's hooked.
I think so too. I think that cushion is in the way. Must not be.
Oh, I wonder if that's one of DJ's military buddies.
Hey DJ. Yes, who's Charlie Vernon?
He's a friend of mine.
We got James out there quizzing DJ on Charlie now.
He teaches PE in Thailand.
Looks like he's gonna go bottom right pocket here.
It's an invisible shot. Shot to nothing, they call it.
Yeah.
Tough.
Look at that.
Rob will probably bank off the top rail here, the long rail. Or kick, sorry.
Nice hit. Yeah, we do call the 9 ball, so it can't be slopped in. Anything else can get knocked around and go in, it's still your turn, but we do want to see a call 9 if it's not obvious. Breaking and making the 9 on the break is a win. We've been kicking this 2 ball around for a while.
Yeah.
Just not fast enough.
It's in that big pocket. It's one of those multi-tools.
Uh-oh. No.
Yeah, it was a good hit.
One of the things that's hard to get used to is that pink ball is
Yeah,
pink ball is the 4.
It took me an hour when I was practicing. I kept leaving myself on that freaking 5 ball.
Yep.
Then I saw the pink ball across the room. At least it feels like it's across the room on that table.
cut.
He's gonna hook him here.
He hooked him. Let's.
Does Rob jump?
Maybe not. If he has to jump, it's only an eighth of a ball here.
Putting the magic finger on the felt, that's the trick. Going rail first.
Yep.
Ooh.
All right, once again, DJ with ball in hand. Hoping to leave himself somewhere mid-table here.
When you do that in practice, how many touch there? Get the feel again.
Yeah, and then on top of everything else, a lot of these players haven't shot in 3 months.
Yeah.
So it's the perfect storm of not shooting well.
Yeah, coming in rusty and then trying to make, 5-6 foot hits
Oh my gosh.
is difficult.
Too hard to.
Sometimes it's difficult to be remotely close to where you wanted it.
Yeah.
You heard Rob leave the table there. Oh my gosh. We might hear a lot of that tonight, just while they get rid of their nerves. Do it, Cody.
From what I can remember, when I got back into league a year and a half ago, I don't think Rob was nearly as strong. And I want to say he was like a 4, maybe a 5, but he's really come into his own the last 6 months. Well, I guess year.
Yeah.
'Cause we haven't played in forever.
I don't really remember because I didn't play people his caliber when I first started at all. I still remember when Alex asked me if I wanted to play pool, and I was like, that sounds super lame.
Yeah.
And man, I got hooked quick.
That's a fun story. I can tell here when we finish this rack.
I wonder what kind of music Rob's listening to right now.
Yeah, because we do have the room quiet so that you guys don't have to hear random music in the background. We do allow our players to wear a headset so they can kind of just jam out by themselves. All right, I have a feeling this pink ball is going down. Yeah, Dia, we are doing even matches. This is not going to be a handicap league. We just felt that that was the best structure for the whole format and the message that we're going for with this show. All about improving, getting better, and so it's really about improving on an individual level, not really relying on any kind of handicap or other advantage, disadvantage. The best incentive to get better at pool, getting your butt kicked.
Wow, what a shot. I didn't think that the 5 was going to go. Yeah, I thought for sure that the 9 was blocking that pocket.
Well, we're still getting used to this camera angle too, so you don't know. I mean, I don't think there's much distortion, but there might be just a hair. We can't see the lines perfect.
Oh, cue ball.
Tough table.
I'm not an expert, but the 6 is pretty likely to go into the pocket to find gravity here, if you will. We have nice shape on the 7.
Good speed, just a little hampered though.
Yep. Great shot.
Nice shot. A lot of green. You want to say a lot of green?
Green, but that is blue.
It's a lot of blue. It's an ocean of blue. Where's she gonna end up?
Slow it down, cue ball.
Ooh. Not bad.
To tie it up at 1.
Nice shot.
Great shot.
Got her all tied up here. Yeah, so getting back to starting the league, I had brought in literally a brand new entire set of people.
Right.
I had played league before years and years back, and I finally had time to get back into playing pool. And so I literally recruited 7 other individuals who have really never played pool. Like they might have kicked a game around or something like that.
Right.
They never owned stick. They didn't know real form, and so we started week 1. No, everyone was 4s, right?
Yeah, everybody started as a 4.
And then week 2, everybody were 1s aside from myself. I think we had a 7, and then 7 1s. And so whoever got us week 1 got the lottery. We like to say because they were playing 4s and they're all really 1s. So pretty funny there.
Where are you gonna push to?
That purple ball, purple ball. Yeah, as part of that team of 1s, league was real interesting right off the bat. Just got demolished for my first couple, and then it put me about where.
So that was a push out.
Yes.
After the push out, so it's his right to refuse it. You got a clean line. Not the easiest getting back on that 2 ball.
3 rails, but the 8 ball might be rail.
You can go 2.
3 ball. No.
Maybe on the valley table.
So draw back 1, maybe 2 rails.
Oof.
Everybody in that room just can't get enough of how tight this table plays.
Had a hole for the 2. there a mic over like the table that the viewers can hear?
Mhm.
How you hooked him? I would jump this.
I would too.
Jumping's fun.
It is. I would jump it just to jump. I don't care if it goes in.
Good hit, DJ.
Ooh. In that case, I would have kicked it.
Scheming the master plan here, Rob.
What did you do here, Matt? Give it hope.
3 rails. So I'd go down the far right short rail, then off the top left to the long rail. Not easy.
Right.
Yeah, it is a gorgeous table. It's got the brass corners. So I first learned how to play pool when I was going over to school over at Central Washington. And I got spoiled right away because there was this commons there at Central with 12 9-foot gold crown tables sitting in it and nobody playing on them.
12?
No, yeah, 12 of them. And I became buddies with the guy who ran it because he was like this arcade pool hall. You know, the pool was huge in the 70s and 80s, right?
Right.
I mean, that's the only reason a college would put 12 9-foot tables in.
Right.
And I was often the only person in there, you know, so I got really friendly with the guy who ran it, you know, just being a poor college kid. And he goes, look, if you buy a set of balls, I'll let you come in here and play for free. So you better believe it that I brought my cue case to class every day with me. And I was on those tables for 3 or 4 hours every day.
What kind of balls did you buy?
Oh, they were not good balls. They were not, you know, it's your, I mean, back then, I mean, your eBay and stuff, right? Because Amazon, all that stuff didn't exist. This was back 2002, 2003.
Right.
And so, yeah, they're just these balls that did not, I mean, nothing like an Aeromis set or anything like that, right? Didn't have a good finish on them.
Probably 20 years old.
Yeah, well, they were brand new, but when you do not use a quality set of balls, I mean, you know from the first hit,
Right.
you know. And if you buy them brand new, they look like shit in like 3 weeks, maybe less.
I wonder if, is it called the 9 here? Oh. It looked like the 9 was routed to go in there. The combo might have been an option.
So yeah, I played on these gold crown tables. Nice try.
Oh.
Played on those gold crown tables, and that's what I learned on.
Right.
And since that, you know, first time I played them, I always wanted one, and I finally found one. You know, they typically when they make the table, they'll draw a half circle along all 3 slates, just so you know how they always go together. So they're designed that way. But they'll usually write a date on it too. And I think this is 93. So this is a Gold Crown 3. Bought this used, of course, and the previous owner shimmed the hell out of the pocket. So it came this way. I probably wouldn't have been this suicidal with it.
Yeah.
But, you know, it makes you play.
Looks like what standard pockets look like with pocket reducers on them.
Yeah. Well, you know, it's weird. You get used to playing this, and you'll see a standard gold crown. You're like, those are like basketball hoops.
Yeah.
Short basketball hoops, because you should watch me play basketball. It's those 10-footers. They're usually I'll miss the entire thing.
So Dante, yeah, this is at my studio. So we had this table at my old studio, which was downtown. So I was leasing a place downtown, and I just got kind of tired of being downtown Tacoma and the craziness and the parking, and it's getting interesting down there. So I purchased this building in Lakewood, just got done remodeling it, and this is our new home, and hopefully our home for a very long time. So the cameras don't have to travel far. They go from upstairs to downstairs.
Right.
It's hard to know, right, on that one. I probably should actually just gone at it 2 rails or something.
See if he goes back and forth here. Try to.
Did you hear Rob?
I did not.
Here's the Napoleon Dynamite sigh. That's what that was right there. It's in.
What a shot. Another nice shot. But now what?
It's
You
the,
obviously
it's,
go for another
it's-
bank.
you're gonna have to toss. You're gonna throw that a ton if you want to go cross-side. He's going corner. Remember, we got to call the 9, guys. Best case scenario on this table, just leave a lot of blue.
Yeah. Well, he left him on the rail at least. Rob going same corner here.
Yes.
And makes it.
It wasn't a gimme shot on the table, huh?
No, yeah, I mean, it's getting into these corners, right? These corners are brutal. It'll be interesting to see, once we get a couple weeks back playing, what we're able to do on this table.
So Rob's saying in a couple weeks he's going to be able to do a couple breaking runs, is what I'm hearing. That's what he's saying.
That'd be fun to see.
Yeah, it would
Are
be.
we taking bets?
No. I mean, I'd be willing to bet that I have exactly 0 breaking runs on this table.
They're both breaking clean. Good spreads.
Yeah.
Just a rough lie on this one ball.
I'll take that back.
again, you'd think that's an easy shot.
Yeah. Yeah, 4-ball.
Jumped up on a shot.
Oh, not quite. Oh, that's the 5-ball though, so still gonna take getting used to.
I think that's why the pro commentators just went to calling it by the color.
Yeah, yeah. The pros will typically say the purple 5
Yeah.
because they get changed every 6 months. Nice shot.
That was good. Kind of no man's land on the 3 though.
Might be playing safe here. Yeah. 2-way. Been a lot of tough leaves in these few racks.
There have been. I think DJ can. I mean, it's a long shot, but I think DJ can see the whole 3-ball here. It's gonna hide behind the 9.
Because the table's not hard enough.
Yeah.
You guys been getting a lot of those tonight?
They go both ways though, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
And they catch up with you real fast. It's to the point, when I get a really nice roll and I get another one, and then another one, I start getting really nervous.
Because you're gonna get a really
Oh, he
bad
missed
one
it.
back. Yeah.
He missed the whole 3. Let's see if
Ooh, is he?
I think DJ's gonna look at the 9 combo here.
I'm kind of spinning my head around looking at that angle. I think he can throw it in.
He's not gonna do it.
It's almost an easier safe though.
He's gonna
A 2-way?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go 2-way shot, so go for the make and leave it right behind that 3-ball. Nice shot.
Oh, great shot.
Nice shot. Ties it back up at 2 apiece.
So what do you guys think of the balls? Do you think it's easier to decipher between what is normally orange and red? It's really hard typically on TV to see the difference between the 3 and the 5 ball. The traditional 5 is orange, right?
Right.
And then also between typically the 4 and 7?
4 and 7.
Because one will be like a dark blue and one will be a purple.
Purple.
It's kind of weird how fast I'm getting used to these colors. I'm forgetting the old ones.
Right.
I think it also helps distinguish the 9-ball because on some
Oh yeah,
streams
absolutely.
it
Yeah.
looks like the 1-ball.
Yeah, that was the whole purpose of going all the stripes. Even though you guys only see one here, the 9, they're all black. So stripe on black, and they did that to again identify between the 1 and the 9 as well, because that is hard to see from an overtop sometimes.
We will.
Especially if it was sitting at that angle right there, it'd probably look like a solid yellow.
Yeah, yeah. I think the speed got him with that. Shortened it up the bank a little bit.
Now I believe the push out was available there, right?
Yeah.
Rob choosing not to take it.
Yeah.
Gets ball in hand instead. That is the nice thing about the push out is it gives you another option instead of having to take a much harder shot. 2 ball. Not quite.
And I know perhaps a few of our viewers play in leagues, if they do play in leagues, may not be familiar with the push shot. So what the push shot is after the break, regardless whose shot is next, they have the option of doing what we call a push out. And they can shoot the cue ball anywhere they want on the table. It doesn't have to be a legal shot. They can just scoot it down the table and not touch a ball. They can run it into any ball they want. And then it is the incoming player's option whether they want to take that shot or give it back to the player who initially pushed out. So kind of interesting game of chess sometimes with those.
Power
Thumps
symmetry.
it
Look at it
home.
go. Look at it go.
He's got a window too.
Oh, she's on the 4.
There
on
we
the
go.
pink.
I already confused it again. I was staring at that purple ball.
Is that gonna squeeze behind the 6?
Dang.
What a shot.
That might sacrifice ball man.
I never shot it wrong last night when we were playing, but I played for position.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I would have done that. And I realized that
This is a tough one.
I don't really have what he's got.
It's a reach with a bridge.
Yeah. With the oh, he doesn't actually have the extender anymore on his cue. I know he used to have that 4-inch.
Yeah, he did.
I think
Up
he's-
until I think yesterday.
I think he's got it on his break cue.
Oh, does he?
I don't know.
That's tough. Good try.
That's one of those shots where you need a rear extension and a bridge and to be 7 feet tall.
I've seen people pull out like the vacuum cleaner tube.
Yeah.
And they'll just slide it on their cue and then
I've-
fling it out and make their cue like 4 feet longer.
I've never used one of those. That's kind of an interesting topic. We were talking about that yesterday during our dry run, or briefly, we was talking about the extensions. I used to
Mhm.
shoot with the balance right, the mid cue extension, and then for whatever reason, I woke up one day and decided I didn't like it, but I like the longer cue, so I have a 3-inch on the end of extension on the back of my cue now, and it's just kind of more personal preference when it comes to weight and balance.
He's gonna have a tiny window. I think he's got it. I think
he really?
I think he has it.
If anything, he's got a little baby jump.
Yep.
I don't know if Rob jumps though.
Rob is pretty exceptional at kicks and banks.
Looks like he's jacking up a little
He
bit.
is. He's gonna jump it.
Nice shot.
Nice shot.
Now what? So Kathy asking if it's blurry. So it's probably your internet connection. Hopefully not ours. But that's typically what will happen if video goes what you'd consider blurry. Your feed or our feed is not hot right now. Did you go through? It's stopped. Are we? You guys let us know if we're good. Looks like we hopped down a little bit on our bit rate, but we haven't dropped.
We're live right now.
There's also a lag. It's like a 10-second lag.
Right. You just missed a 6 ball.
Oh, Jesus.
Leaves the 6 in the pocket. My favorite thing to do. Never frustrating.
Let's see where he puts this after the shot.
Go for it, Walker.
Oh, they're saying that they think the side view looks a little blurry. The focus should be good. We can go check that after the match. We appreciate you guys letting us know. Nice shot.
Great shot.
Great speed. He's a little straight, but he can force this. Again, these aren't knob pockets that you can really cheat at, especially at force.
Almost just draw back though.
Yeah, I mean, it's pick your poison, right?
Oh, he tries to power it in, and pretty much exactly what you said.
Rob got one of them corners a couple racks ago.
I am enjoying how close this match is, though. It's been.
I want to see some runs.
I would like, yeah. I think
I think it's just been funky leaves, a lot of funky leaves.
lots of it. Lots of stuff rattling out of the corners, which is one of my personal favorite excuses when I come away from the table is, oh, stupid corners that rattled out. Looks like he's gonna cut it to lower left, right?
But yeah, that's a slice, man. It can happen though. Can trade paint.
And he's jacked up.
You always try to draw back to the other side of it.
Oh, he hit. Okay.
It's on the 50-yard line now. Well, not really. Just you got a bad, yeah. Again, just a rough leave. Is he going bank? Oh, he was. He did try to back cut it. That's about all you can say with this
Yeah.
table. Oi.
Oi.
Rob should have this in the bag.
To take a 1-rack lead, and he does so.
Well, once again, we appreciate you guys tuning in. This is our first experience, so exciting for everybody. I know we do have some friends and family of our players watching too, so I bet everyone's having a great time. But we do want to hear from you guys. Let us know if you guys have questions, whether that's about the individual players or the game or the rules or whatever that is. We're kind of all here to just experience all this together.
Yep.
Another thunderous break. Another rough leave.
Man,
Well, he didn't make anything, so he's probably pretty happy about that.
right.
It's just my computer's getting hot. Still nothing down.
9-foot table and all 10 balls on one side of it.
I'd probably just stop it right there. Slide back down table and rail off the 2 ball. He's gonna play forward.
It's kind of big on this shot.
Yeah, that's why I would have come back out. Gave you a lot more options to get back out mid table.
Is that 4 ball? Is that 5 ball wide?
Not anymore.
Oh no. That's,
It had to have been pretty close.
I think the worst spot you could have put that. There's 4 inches of blue that were a no-no, and he just landed in it. This is going to be quite tough. Yeah, the 9 ball was well in the way,
Yes, we see that 5 ball's wide.
and that 5 ball is wired.
You gotta start thinking about that 4 though. How that 3 is gonna land. Yeah, that's what he's looking at right now.
Because you got a small window with that 6 ball in the way for that 4 ball.
Yeah, once you get past that 5, it should be a practice drill
Used to 7
for Rob.
It's actually a good lead to get back to that 4 ball.
It's all about speed.
And we use the 6 ball.
A little shorter than he wanted, but
I think we're gonna be flying into the bumblebee here.
I almost called him aside just in case.
Not a bad idea.
scratch.
Not the cue ball.
Oh. Wow. Well, we haven't seen DJ break out the jump cue.
Does he jump?
I don't.
I think he resorts to kicking most of the time. I know he can. I just think he chooses to kick most of the time.
Oh, he's going for the tiny window.
That's an interesting kick.
Oh, that was close, DJ.
Got Jordan in his corner. Did you guys hear that?
Yeah. I think we're gonna have another. I think he's just gonna slide in behind the 8. He should be able to hit the 7 here.
Yep.
May even go.
Look at that, another long shot off the rail.
Yep. Wow,
Nice shot.
And
Whoa, 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 whoa.
oh. The initial question is, does that go into the side?
It's gotta tap that far side
Yeah.
and roll in. It's gotta fall in.
That seat gravity on this one.
I wonder if he's gonna go down to the corner.
The bank might be on too, to the far corner. Play a little stop shot right for the 9 ball.
No.
Yeah. So good question from Bethany. What got this started? That's really hard to answer because it was kind of a idea I started with a couple years ago, and so this is 2 years in the making, guys. This is not something we thought of last week. I don't know. I just wanted to do a combination show where we had a cast of players to not only compete in a league, but to actually do a show with as well. We think that's an interesting combination, so you get to know each of these players and experience them both in a competitive environment, and then also kind of while they're discovering and growing as players themselves, and along with that ride with them. And again, we've select individuals of all different skill levels, so that as we come across different material and different topics and whatever that might be, different challenges, you'll be able to hear their thoughts and their questions, which we think will parallel with a very large mass of pool shooters, and hopefully, we do have some fresh shooters too, what you consider in the league low level players, and we think that they're going to be really great assets to the TV show, because they're going to naturally have those questions that the higher level people don't have and they're not voicing. And so we think this is just going to be a really well-rounded experience for everybody.
Oh no!
This is a great shot.
To get on the hill too.
Yeah. Well, DJ has a pretty makeable shot here to tie it up. And we're tied at 3. Tied again. I don't think anybody's had a 2-rack lead, right?
I cannot recall. Diet is on the edge of her seat.
She is.
Diet, who are you rooting for? Because you're calling Rob out a lot. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
Maybe we should, I think we should have a poll.
Oh, yeah, let's do it. All right, guys, we're going to do a little poll here.
It's a race to 2.
So, all right, guys, here you go.
TJ with another nice break, pocketing the 1. So he stays at the table.
Nice. Ooh, I thought he had that.
That was real close.
So Rob's been nailing these long shots. Let's see if he keeps it up here. TJ taking a pretty sizable lead here. There it is.
Wow.
Gets it.
And beautiful shape on the on the 3, except he's got to get somewhere for the 4.
Fans, huh?
Well, he's got all Thailand.
I was gonna say he's a national hero in Thailand. Follow that right in.
Right where I wanted it too. I was too straight to get a rail. And I knew better than to try and cheat that pocket.
maybe DJ paid off the fans here. DJ taking the polls 9-5 right now.
Commanding lead.
64%. Ooh,
I think.
That's dirty.
Whoa.
this is a pretty easy carom though.
Yeah.
And you don't know what's going to happen to the 9 ball here.
And I think I'd call it
Mm.
just to be safe here.
I think it's going to
There's
kick
no-
out 2 rails to like mid-table, depending on how hard. I don't think he's going to hit that hard though. I think it's going to stay on that short rail.
If he hit that fine ball right, that 9 ball could go far side though. Off 2 rails.
Yeah.
Well, he'd have to monster hit it.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah.
He'd have to go rail first, I think, to get that kind of speed.
Pray.
He hit it quite fat.
Too concerned about where the 5 was going to go after this.
Yeah.
I didn't even touch his face.
Rob's catching up in the poll here. And we've got about a 50% voter participation at this point in time. A lot of people either neglecting to vote or don't want to pick.
They're waiting till it's over.
Hedging their
I
bets.
feel like that's cheating. You don't get to pick the guy that's on the hill to start.
Yeah,
Gotta end the poll right after this, right?
I got to end the poll probably before. This is a good time to end it right here. So I just showed the results in the.
Don't make us choose. I don't have a favorite. Yeah, I think that's gonna be common. Yet, but stay tuned. You will have a favorite after a few weeks. Wow, great shot.
Uh-oh. 8 ball's big.
Just make the ball.
Yep.
Damn, it's quiet in the room.
That's one of those shots I always hit thin because from that far down table, that shot looks so thin.
Yeah.
Well, there's only about 9 feet of blue here.
Oh,
Oh, and he used every single bit of it.
It's hard enough to make one in this one.
Somehow he gained footage on the shot and followed that one right in.
so Joseph asked the question, you guys open for more players? Right now we're not. This is our very first night doing this. So we've got our select 12 players to carry us through the first season. We don't know how long that will last or really what it's going to contain when we're all said and done with it. So right now we're not taking players, but we do appreciate your interest. If something like that does come up, we will definitely make an announcement and how to go about that. So what is the brake cloth what's the brand on the thing? Was it like shark skin or something?
Oh, the circle that he's using?
Yeah.
I don't remember. I briefly looked at it.
Yeah, I didn't. That's a lot of action considering he used a template.
This is a camera we can just enhance onto that, right?
That's
how
right.
That's how that
Yeah,
works.
Just like the feds.
So Rob, the first one to the hill,
7.
stays at the table. Missing one?
Little love bump. Force follow 2 rails.
Pretty natural angle on that 5 ball.
That's a tough shot across the table though, man. That's the shot right there. You need a little bit more left and that would have been perfect. Yeah, that's what this, I know we've been talking about a lot, guys. You guys are probably tired of it, but this table's going to teach you to play tight shape.
Been a shooter on a 9-foot table, and the one thing I've been told is get closer to your work
Yeah. Yeah.
as much as you can.
Yeah, somebody's asking what we play on, and normally in the bars for the leagues that we're playing around here, there's 7-footers, so you can kind of just pot balls from across the full length of the table. Not, pretty easy. Not so much here. There it is. Oh, thought he had it.
Super close.
Got a lot of feedback from the girlfriend to talk to you.
What did he say?
DJ said, "Oh, not this shot again."
He had shape on that 6 though. Rob's on the hill here. Let's see if he can finish strong.
We're gonna have to have a button.
A little bleeper.
Yeah.
To use it on myself from time to time back here.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll just have it here, ready to go at all times.
Good try, T-minus.
Until I played an actual match in like 3 months.
Match nerves.
Oh yeah.
Oof.
Oh man.
Wow.
Wow.
Rob's gonna have nightmares about those pockets tonight.
Yeah.
After playing Portugal, I'm going with the motto, don't force position, make your ball, play defensive.
Right, yeah, yeah.
Now that's what I said.
Nice shot.
We'll see what happens.
He just got down and fired that one.
Wow.
That was a
That's
great
great
shot.
speed too.
Mm-hmm.
I had been able to practice last night.
He just has to avoid the 9 here. Or avoid blocking himself with the 9.
Let's go single rail. Ooh, a little bit wider with the
And
nice.
he blocked himself with the 9. Jump it.
Good hit.
that 50-yard line. What would you do here, Alan? I'm definitely going in the corner, upper right.
Yep, I agree.
And
Two rails.
you kind of have to be there to really see the exact speed you can pull off of it, but you might be able to keep it down to 1. No, I think it's just 3 rails. Yeah, it's 3 rail shot.
I like the 3-0 better. You can give yourself a little bit more power, a little less finesse, I guess.
He's banking it. This is not easy.
Looks straight in, but
Well, again, you got. What are you shooting after that? You know what I'm saying?
right. No.
These shots are not my favorite.
That's that 50-yard line one.
Push it into the side, float down, just pure speed.
Mm-hmm.
That's a bad spot.
I hate this shot. Rob also not happy with it.
I'd definitely take this in the side.
Yeah.
Smart. That's an experienced player right there. He must be firing this in.
I was gonna say to remove
If
all
you're-
of the balls.
If you're unloading a pocket like that,
Yeah.
It's also just a way to make sure you slow yourself.
Beautiful
down.
shot.
It's a clutch shot on the hill. Force yourself to breathe a little bit.
there it is. No tripping.
Rob taking the first ever Seeking Gravity 9-ball match. 5-3.
All right, thanks for sticking with us, guys. That was a little bit longer of a race to 5. We're going to try and get Rob back here for a post-game interview. Give us 1 second here. All right, we're back here with our very first victor in the Seeking Gravity League. So how was the experience, Rob?
It was different.
Yeah.
It was table's tough. Definitely different playing when you know you're being live streamed and everything else. So that puts a little bit of pressure on there. But all in all, yeah, hadn't played in 3 months really, so it was tough.
So what do you think about the whole Seeking Gravity thing right now?
I think this is an excellent idea. I think we're gonna have a lot of people interested and involved in this. It's I'm excited to see the things that are gonna come other than just these live stream matches that we're doing now. There's gonna be some other great content for all you guys out there that are watching. So
Yep.
stay tuned and see what we have to offer.
So any shots come to mind from the match that you think you really nailed or something you would have done different?
You know, the timing shot, I think it was a 2-ball timing shot. Maybe it was a 3-ball. There was a timing shot where I just then cut it towards the corner, took the cue ball all the way up to the rail. I looked at that shot and I told DJ, I said, I'm going to try something stupid here. We'll see what happens. And making that was pretty rewarding.
So
that was a pretty awesome shot.
First experience doing anything like this?
First experience playing on a live stream for sure. Yeah, definitely played, pool leagues, pool tournaments and what have you. But yeah, never actually been on a live stream.
Where is it as far as the pressure scale?
You know, actually, I don't know that the live stream added too much pressure. Really, I always have pressure on myself to win. I'm pretty competitive, and I want to win every time. And even when I'm winning, I'll look back at all the shots that I missed, and so I probably put more pressure on myself than the live stream does.
Sure.
That table put pressure on me.
Yeah, for sure.
Not used to playing on a 9-footer, not used to playing on pockets that can barely accept the ball. So, but yeah, it'll just make you better at the end of the day. It's a great table, good equipment, everything rolls good. I didn't have any problems with that 4-5. I thought for sure those 4-5 was going to give me problems, and not once did I skip a beat on that. I thought I'd play wrong position for sure.
Yeah,
On the
I
wrong
actually miscalled one back here. I actually
Did you?
confused it,
Yeah. That's. I mean, when I've watched live matches before with those balls, I always think, "What does he do?" Oh yeah, it's the 4-5 is goofy, but yeah, it didn't get me at all, which was surprising.
Awesome.
So,
Well,
yeah, it was a good experience.
All right. Well, appreciate it. Good
Looking
shooting.
forward to enjoying this next match. Who do we got coming up?
Jordan versus
Billy.
Billy.
Awesome.
That's what we got.
This
so.
should be a quite a good match.
Awesome. All right. We'll be right back, guys. All right, guys, we are back and we're about to get started here. So we've got Jordan versus Billy. I'm excited for this one.
Yep,
I was
right.
excited for the last match too, but this one for sure. Billy got the leg.
Yeah, I think pretty much every featured match we have should be pretty close.
Yeah, just so you guys know, we the way that we're doing this, so we're calling them feature matches, meaning not all of the matches our Seeking Gravity 12 will be playing will be broadcast. So everyone plays everyone. That's a round robin format. So no matter what your ability is, you will experience playing everybody because we think that's just a great overall learning experience for everyone. But we've kind of gone through and handpicked the matches that we thought would be the most entertaining for you guys. Breaking more from the center of the table, that's kind of rare.
Yeah, quite different. Billy, aka the Joker. Big fan of the Joker.
I think we need to have, we'll get a couple episodes into this, but I think we should have our audience nominate us for nicknames. I think that'd be pretty fun.
That would be cool.
And then maybe we take the options that we get, and then the 12 can pick from those ones that were thought of.
That's a good idea. I like that. It's a lot better than like nominating yourself a nickname.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm the Terminator.
yeah. I'm gonna give myself guaranteed.
I would totally give you guarantees.
I'm sure.
So, kind of a inside story there. So, going back to the story where we had just started our league team up and we had a team full of ones, we would do practice sessions at the studio on this table. So very frustrating for new players, but I think Alan had ball in hand and was pretty confident, and we were giving him a hard time, and he goes, "Oh, this is guaranteed," and he missed it. So kind of stuck.
Stuck after that. I missed a lot of ball in hands.
You should coach yourself to give 20 push-ups if you miss ball hand.
Right?
Really stack.
Ooh, that 3-ball rubbed the 5 on the way by. Okay.
It's not your content, the pictures.
All right, who's going to get rich?
Does the player make any money for victory?
I mean, they could do a side thing, I guess. A little more incentive to win. 10% to
pay off the loser?
10%'s 100K take home. I'd take it.
Yeah.
Right? I would definitely.
I think Billy's got a strong following here.
Yeah,
I think so too.
this might be biased. But also, you can like Billy, but remember, it's $1 million. So, there's that.
Well, I think you convinced one person.
Billy's taking a commanding lead in this poll.
We won't tell Jordan.
Have you played Jordan before?
I have. I played Jordan. I referenced I played League 4 or 5 years ago for
Right.
a couple sessions. I played him then, and then I've played him a couple times since he's gotten back as well. I really enjoy playing Jordan.
I do too. He's one of, I think, the nicest players.
Yeah. I mean, great player, but more than anything else, the first thing you say, but he's just such a nice guy.
Yeah.
He's got a very carefree attitude.
Yeah.
did you hear, man?
What did you hear, Matt? Or what would I do?
No, I looked at you funny because you need a granola bar. You're growling there pretty hard.
Is that my stomach?
Yeah.
Oh,
You didn't know that was
snap.
you?
No, I didn't think that was me.
I bet the audience heard that. Who heard Alan's belly just grumble? It
Man,
wasn't you, was it, Kyle?
It might have been me.
I
I'm trying to
had
be quiet back here.
How do people not know?
I had a whole bunch of spaghetti before this. Is he looking for the combo here? Looks
I think
like
he's
it.
trying to cut past it. I think he can get it. Okay. Oh, he did go for it. Ooh, that's great. Great angle to get on that 7. It's the easy ones. You gotta take your time on. Bethany says you need a Snickers.
It might have been me, but
I
man,
think it was you, dude.
I had a whole bunch of spaghetti. I think my wife is hopefully watching this. She can back me up on that.
My wife brought these really nasty, like they're called paleo bars.
My wife loves those, yeah.
They've been here. Some days I'll go the entire day without eating, and I look at those. I'm like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah. There's a tree outside
I'll
I'd
go.
rather chew on.
They might be perfectly fine. It's just the name. They
Yeah.
they came up with a better name.
Yeah, it throws you off. Ooh. Cue ball got in there in a hurry.
Knowing that there was 12 people that maybe
Well,
watching.
this is a drill.
Yep. If you're good with it, you can. Well, you don't want to do a stop on the 8 because that's a lot of traffic or a lot of blue, but definitely stop the first 2 ish.
Yeah, Amanda is concurring that Jordan is super nice.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good point too. One of our selection process, people are very curious about how we went about locating the players that we did, and it goes beyond the skill levels we were talking about. It's just the right combination, I think, of personalities and traits and what they bring, because again, part of this is going to be you guys allowing to hop in their heads. I mean, we're going to be really intentional with them, really vocalizing their process. When we have any kind of situation or general topic, we'll pull a lot of people, and I think everyone's going to have a very unique, based off of this group of people, I think we'll have a lot of unique perspectives, different perspectives. There it is.
Squeezes it in to take a 1-0 lead.
You like that? That's fancy right there.
I like it.
You know how they do that at like the Moscone Cup? They've got all the light projectors.
Mm-hmm.
That would bug the crap out of me.
Just
They go well. It was this really popular thing in the '90s. They got like over the top stupid with all the sets. Like they had that diamond plated metal all over the place.
right.
It was really silly, and they had these lights and projectors that would go everywhere, including while they were still breaking. It was really, and they'd have some tables that were under lights, and while they're down on their shot, I mean, obviously your face isn't over the table, but you could see the light shining in their eyes from underneath the table. It was silly. I think the graphic overlay is a little nicer.
I think we should do, like they have the Moscone Cup intros for the players.
Oh, like
So we should
theme
have
songs?
Yeah.
You hear that?
I did.
We're getting something funky.
I give you one more again.
I appreciate it.
Making a 9 jump. Trying to steal it back from me.
Isn't that all right? A little hard. Wow.
Did you say beer muscles?
Yeah.
Perfectly saving them because I won't be on TV.
So Billy took a commanding lead in the voting. Again, not a lot of people voting. It's an automatic guarantee, no $1 million win for you.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. The real question is, if you're betting $1 million, what's the return?
You just assume it's another $1 million, right?
Yeah, I guess.
But it's never that way in Vegas.
Yeah. Well, when you got like the Browns playing the Patriots or something, you know.
It's only 9 feet.
I'd say this is a pretty good match. Again, it's why we selected it.
Right.
I'm gonna get that.
It was perfectly straight and 9 feet away. Yeah, that's tough.
Not a bad try. Actually, got him.
Yep.
You can hit it.
Jordan's saying he can hit it, so.
Little dance from Billy there.
We'll need a big ground. No, bigger than that.
Right, when Billy wanted to leave the 3.
Right. Now he's got a lot of natural shape working for him. Bumping the 9 a little bit here. Maybe. So everyone remember the next ball is the pink ball, the 4 ball, which is confusing for a lot of people. Traditionally, that's the purplish, bluish.
I don't think that person knows you.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
I think James is out there feeding all the players' comments.
Yeah, that's definitely what's happening here.
I wonder if the $1 million bet got out there.
It's in.
Lucky rebound.
We like to call that planned.
Plenty. Just get one out of the way.
Right.
Grow legs. The idea was there, just a little shy.
Wow.
That works.
Thanks.
He's like, thanks.
Yeah.
Because he's got a lot of work to do, so.
That's
It's
in.
in.
Oh. Any other table though?
Oh, both? Yeah. I mean, I knew they were there. Either both of them were gonna go or none.
Ooh, that's an good spot. Then the short key over there.
Great shot.
Where are we going to end up here? Oh, that always hurts when that happens.
He made the 8 and even dinked the ball in his backstroke. You're thumping.
Well, what do you do here?
That's 7 good. Especially shooting
I kind of pace around the table like Billy does.
Mm-hmm.
Straight. play here.
Can you play safe to get the keyboard back to the other end of the table? Or is it frozen?
I don't know. It's not frozen. I think, yeah, it's just distance. Go for distance.
Yeah, Alan said, what do you do here? Race around the table like Billy's.
A lot. Jeez. You know what? Let's
Well,
It's not Hunger Games. No one does.
yeah, I think this is one of those ones where I just
I'm gonna play.
Okay.
try to put the cue ball on one side of the table and the 9 ball on the other, but I think he just called the
You better call his extension here. He's running out of time.
lower left corner.
Alright, I'm
One
not.
thing I like about Billy.
His extension needed an extension.
Yeah.
But that's okay.
Well, here we go, circus shot.
Well, that's not bad.
Oh, that's all I got, yeah. That was exact, I couldn't even pick a side, it was exactly straight across. Now, he's got room to bank it, but he has to anyway. Yeah, that was crazy. Just kept rolling, you know, and I'm surprised I hit that first straight. It's water. I don't know where it came from, but it's water. It's water, Matt.
On the table?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I thought he ripped a hole. That felt's about 2 weeks old.
He was freaking out.
Yeah, that's right.
Wet spot right there.
Yeah. He was like, is that
Does look like
a
it's
tear?
I thought that was a smudge on the screen, and so I was just like, did we spit on it or something? 'Cause
Not.
that's not the
It's in
pocket
its
he
in.
called.
It's, yeah, I know.
Oh.
It's the pocket that Jordan's going to call, though.
I think so.
You'd have been better off if it dropped. Kidding.
Jordan to tie it up here.
Smart to take your time.
He controls it.
Micah.
See ya.
Daggone. Gave him the
What was that? Rebecca said, son of a Bitcoin.
Where are we at here? Is it tied up?
Yeah, it's tied up.
You got a lot of fans on here, bro.
I do. Yeah.
Hmm? Well, you know, I was sitting back here. I was like, did somebody just tear the?
I just saw him like, oh, Matt's freaking out back there. It's funny, it looks way darker on the TV, on the stream, than it does in
Yeah,
person.
yeah.
It's still there.
Yeah.
It looks way darker on the stream. Was this mailbox system in here? That is cool.
You want it? It's yours.
I don't know, I just think it's cool.
I did too, and I hung on to it, and yeah.
You could probably, get a little fundage for that.
Maybe.
It looks like maybe it's modern. Pretty cool.
All right. Well, it's easy to tell the players from the overhead shot because of all Billy's tattoos.
Yeah.
You don't have to wonder.
Yeah, who's shooting?
Yeah.
Calling the wrong person?
Yeah, I was that was absolutely defense, no doubt about it. Not very good though. Well, not bad.
Yeah, so Bethany's asking about the coaster. It's technically not a coaster, it definitely looks like one. Traditionally, well, I shouldn't say traditionally, but I would guess since people have started investing in the Simoneth cloth, it's actually not felt, it's a cloth. We'll typically use what we call a break square, which is there's typically a couple square feet of fabric left over after they've recovered a table. And they'll cut those into, like 3-ish or 4-inch squares, and they'll place that down for breaking because it prevents what we call ball burn. Because if a ball suddenly takes off, it can technically burn the cloth, and you'll see that a lot on well-worn cloth is these little white dots, especially on the line where the cue ball bounces down to the head of the rack. So we traditionally use just a break square is what we'll typically call it. And that's what we were using up until today. And then Rob was really nice, and he arrived with this thing. And I can't remember the name. I want to say it was shark skin. Do you remember what that thing was? Yeah. So it's called a shark skin, and it's even thinner, kind of like the magic rack is. It's actually cloth. And Rob was saying that, I haven't played with it yet, but he was saying that, you could even leave that on the table. It really doesn't interfere with the ball play at all. So pretty cool. I'll have to try it out.
Yeah, help yourself.
Got him.
Very nice.
Good try.
Overall today, we've had an awful lot of kicks and
Yeah, I mean, the balls roll funny, right? They've been rolling funny for everybody. There hasn't been a lot of miss and leave a lot straight in,
right.
Or next to a pocket. There's been a lot of distance. Yeah, you bet, Bethany. Just if you guys have any more questions, please shoot them out. That's what this whole thing's about. Is of course you guys are watching the Seeking Gravity 12 competing in real time, but we're all here to learn and get better. So if you guys have questions, there's no such thing as a stupid question. So fire away.
I'm gonna play the 9.
Okay.
Billy calling the 9. This is quite the combo here.
Nice.
Wow, what a shot. Holy cow.
Nice job.
I think that's going to be the shot of the night.
Wow, that was
He's jacked too.
Yeah.
Tough shot. Great execution.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, it says.
Jordan, the shot before
It's
that.
so hard not to be excited about that.
No, you should be excited.
Yeah, that was
Back to the rack.
definitely
It's
the
on
shot of the
tape,
night
so-
so far.
Yeah, that's definitely it. That's making the ESPN highlight reel.
Yeah. Da-da-da. Oh, wait. Am I going to get sued for that?
Facebook picks up the sound, the jingle mutes the audio.
Yeah.
That was a good shot, bro. That was a good shot.
Will wants me to ask you why you're choking.
That's my son.
And then he said,
Did you see that shot?
and then he said, oh, never mind.
Yeah. I was like, come on, dog. You don't see that? Another one
Oh,
all
Will was talking crap
Now he's on your side.
for about
That's my pop.
the
1
first
second.
2 racks, and then he's good now. He's good.
Oh, yeah. No, you can have
I
the rest
think-
of them.
I think
Now he's
your
all
system was
braggy.
great.
Yeah.
Wow.
That was shot of the night, Jordan. You can have the rest of them.
Oh,
Sometimes you feel that way though.
That was a
When I'm
great
playing that
shot.
shot, you're like, I'm done. I don't
Man,
care.
I'm done. That was exactly what because you had to call it. That's what makes it. It wasn't like, oh, did you mean to do that? Everybody knows I meant to do that. Yeah. Or it wouldn't have counted.
So that's another good one. My wife must be watching because she just texted me.
Oh, of course.
So we also have. Oh, that
That's so
sucks.
unfortunate.
Oh, is that a spot?
Spots it.
I think it just spots. I don't know the rule.
Yeah. So everyone's kind of making sure. Yeah, it spots. So DJ's on the way out to spot it. But
Go ahead and spot that up.
yeah, go and spot it. So yeah, back to my story. Every time I try and tell a story, something good happens. I need to tell more stories.
Right?
No, so we have a pool table at the house, and I mean, I've had it for years, right? And my wife, one day, I'm shooting there. She doesn't play with me, and she's at some point, you know, because if you're a good player, you have a pre-shot routine. You go through your paces, you chalk your cue. If you're not chalking your cue guys every shot, I don't know what's going on, unless it's an easy little less pot. But anyway, so she's sitting there watching me, and I'm chalking, and then she goes, why are you even doing that? It's just kind of obligatory, right? So she was convinced that like chalking is just something that you do for fun. Like it's a way to kind of like pass the time. Like you buy it, you're like, oh, this is kind of fun. Let's put this on.
Yeah.
So it was kind of fun. So we have that joke from time to time, and so she just shot that question to me. So that's pretty funny. Is Jordan gonna return the favor here? Yep, he's going for it.
He's calling it.
He's got to watch that cue ball though.
Just any, like I played Friday at the Shamrock, just goofing around.
Yeah.
Because they both, it's so much fun. The house cue.
I played at Oak Tree with House Q last night.
Yeah, just, oh man, it's pool, you know?
Oof, that was
Oh.
close.
Oh, wrong pocket.
Oh.
Oh, that 7 is
That was spinning away.
It should. Oh, right here again. That's three.
So the one downside to the table we have here, it's in our lower level of the building, and we do have 2 support posts. And if you are shooting a particular shot off the rail from a very, very, very specific, like 1 degree, the butt of your cue will hit it. So we do have a shorty stick here, and it's unfortunate, but for the most part, there's no obstruction. So that's kind of what Billy was talking about right there. He should have put some more obligatory chalk on that before he went for it.
ooh.
This is going to get interesting.
Well, now what?
Something's going to go in.
Right.
Yeah, I would just call the 9 here,
I would too.
just for fun. It's not going to go in. He's got to watch where this 3 and cue will go. Like that.
Uh-oh.
Because he would have had a 3 and out.
I know, right?
Greedy bastard.
Definitely was.
TJ was repeatedly running that 9 on every chance he got.
Alright, 9 ball in the corner.
Jordan's calling it. 9 in the corner. Oh, he's cutting it.
Oh, wow.
I guess that's not too bad of a cut because it's, you know, you look at the.
Ooh.
Now it's 9 in the corner.
Yeah.
Better make that 9 ball, Carter.
I'm gonna have to play
Right?
9 in the corner, Jordan.
I might have pushed the 4 in front of the 9 if he didn't have a look at the 3.
I mean, I would have banked because that 3 ball's huge.
That's really
Mhm.
You know, it's really hard to miss that 3 ball going cross side and banking, kicking into it.
Oh, I didn't get it.
So Bill, Rob did win. Both him and DJ were kind of knocking the rust off of not playing for 3 months and playing on this really tough 9-foot table and live streaming. But I think everyone did great, and they went. It was hill, right?
3-5.
3-5, yeah.
I needed
Okay.
2.
Yeah, it was a close match most of the way. Everyone shot pretty good. Oh.
Wow.
Did you just miscue it?
Speaking of shooting good, we need a little obligatory chalk out there.
Wow.
Well, I think Billy's probably gonna take a 3-1 lead here.
Good shot.
Yeah.
Not giving
Let's
you
see
any
here.
I shouldn't went for it. It wasn't in a good spot. The
Yeah.
draw, not with the draw. You should have played the table out.
No, I can use your draw.
I always try to get one without
We also
scratching.
had to clean your glasses before that last shot.
Are they foggy? I mean, getting used to wearing them. But still, like that's something you guys that don't play with me normally don't know. I never played in glasses, but COVID, when I started working remote, I went from two 24-inch monitors to my 13-inch laptop, so I have to wear them all the time because I just can't see. So I tried Friday without them. I can't play without them.
See, I
So
wish-
I'm learning. So if I can see through them, I can make the shot. But it's getting the angle because when you look like
That's
this,
how me, I look over
Yeah.
my glasses.
I can't do that.
I wonder if they're saying that out there earlier.
They make a special prescription for that. They put the prescription on the top of the lens
Yeah.
for pool players.
Yeah. Well, I need that. I might get some goggles or something. Yeah.
No, I was gonna
You
say
know,
most
Jake
glasses
Bradley,
now.
he's got a pair of them.
Yeah, because his mom is a
He ordered from poolglasses.com. I asked him about that.
I had Janice get some from her optometrist. Just call him.
Did you call the push out?
Yeah. On the one, see, the one is with a.
Okay. So we have DJ join us here in the booth, so you might hear a new voice.
If it's anything like reported.
So what'd you think of your first match?
Ooh, the nerves were there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it the table, the knowing you're streaming, or?
I think it was a combination of, playing in front of everyone and having everyone watch you. The rust of not playing for almost 3 months, man.
So
Hard to shake that off.
your first time doing anything like this?
Yes.
Yeah. So how would you rate it kind of in the stressful pressure situation versus anything else you've done?
It's right up there in the top. Yeah. Yeah. It's rough.
So, because you've played cities and you've played qualifier, world qualifier, stuff like that, right?
Yes.
You
yeah.
put that right up there?
Yeah. I'd actually rate this higher than going to Vegas because
Really?
when you're in
Really?
Vegas, there's so much going on, and there's a bunch of games being played, and you're not the center of attention. Whereas here you are. So
That's true. That's a good point.
yeah,
Very cool. Well, did you have fun?
I had a lot of fun.
So, have you and Rob played each other quite a few times?
We're actually on the same team. We play UPA on Friday nights.
Okay. All right. Who usually wins? Is it kind of a back and forth?
I don't think we've ever actually played each other
Really?
in a match. We were always on the same team,
Yeah,
so yeah.
that's fun.
Yeah.
Very cool. Anything from your match that kind of stuck out?
I think I was rushing a lot
Yeah.
and not really doing the fundamentals, not staying down.
Do you think that was because of just everything going on?
I think it was just the nerves. Yeah. Yeah.
All right. So what are you gonna take back from this? I mean, you made that observation. So is that something that you will be going into the next match with that in the back of your mind? Now you've kind of recognized that.
Yeah, I think I'll recognize it. I think some things I need to work on are going to be just having fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think I let the pressure get to me.
Yeah.
And it threw my game off. So
Okay. All right. Cool.
Yeah, that happens to me a lot, actually. I start to, like the pressure I put on myself
oh yeah,
starts to make me start to shoot worse and
It
worse
changes
and
your
worse.
game.
And then I get
Yeah.
upset with myself, and it's just a revolving door, I think, for that. It's kind of hard to, like, once you get frustrated with yourself, it's hard to, like, let that go.
very hard to shake that off. Yeah.
Let me see it.
So if he gets mad about defense, let him know he taught me.
Is there a particular person you're looking forward to playing the most? Whether it's featured a match or not?
I actually was looking forward to playing Rob. I kind of wanted to win, but
Sure,
Who
yeah.
doesn't want to win?
now,
Come
yeah.
on. Kinda. You really wanted
I
to
did
win.
want to win. Yeah.
Yeah.
Next week I actually play Matt, so that'll be a fun match.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
We play?
Yeah, we're not a feature though. We're
Oh, got it.
I forget who my next feature match is.
Oh, we didn't really finish that thought. I think we finished Iraq or something like that. But anyway, so I was telling all you guys that you're not going to see all the matches broadcast live. We are going to roughly half of everyone's matches will be live. We've kind of scheduling's a little tough to do, but we've tried to architect it so every player's playing like roughly every other week. It leaves it very flexible schedule for everybody. So really, aside from the show, the other side of this whole thing, the show happening, people's commitment to coming in and showing up on time and playing somewhere is only once every 2 weeks, and so we think it's pretty cool. So their other 50% of their matches, they coordinate with the other player. It can be played wherever they want, whenever they want. So if they've got a table at home, or if there's a pool table at a bar that they can rent table time on, whatever that is, they can play those at their leisure. They can knock out 3 games in a day if they can coordinate it. So we think the flexible schedule is pretty darn cool and fairly unique in that way. And again, we have a score sheet, and once we get the website launched, I think everyone will probably be interested in seeing that. But it has advanced tracking, so shot percentage, streaks, and runs and stuff like that. That you guys could actually download and use yourself if you'd like. But it's a standard format that we'll use. So whether they're playing here or they're playing another location just on the side, they will submit those sheets to us. So all those stats will still get tracked.
Ooh, wow.
Good try.
Oh, of course.
Oh, I think you know what's coming here. This is gonna be.
You think so?
I
I think Jordan can run this.
think so too, but he's gonna go
I
for it.
kind of want to be that voice. Ooh, he's
going
hungry.
for it.
He's
Yeah,
hungry.
He wants it.
Oh, you were greedy, so I'm being greedy.
Yeah.
He's calling Billy out for being greedy.
My ball.
Janice said you shot great.
Oh, thanks, Janice.
Makes the 9. Cuts the lead down to 1.
I think she should have ran out.
Without him freaking frustrated.
Do I get a double win if I'm running that?
Yeah, so what do you think about the format of being able to play like kind of whenever you want? Like it's a little bit different than the other leagues where you have assigned, you know, we're playing this team or this
So the purple
person.
one is not the full
I think it's going to be a lot easier, working with people's work schedules. A lot of the flexibility is going to be nice.
Right, yeah, I think that's the part I'm kind of looking forward to the most. I mean, I'm not the most busy person, but I know most other people are.
Well, and with the individual format, there's not a weekly commitment. Like if you need to hop out of town for a week or two, or something pops up, or vacation, or whatever that is, as long as you don't have a feature match on the calendar, which if we had to, I guess we could push. Something pops up, get another one cycled in there, but it allows you to still have that flexibility because it's individual based. Love that animation, man.
I do too. I think another ball went in. What ball's missing here?
1, 2,
The 8 ball.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't play a featured match until I think week 3.
Yeah, you and I play week 3.
I'm looking forward to it. Wait, you and me like against each other?
No, I think I played Jordan.
Nice shot on the 2.
Got a lot of viewers, not a lot of voting participators. And nobody thinks chalk is obligatory. My wife's going to be very sad about that one. Oh, he found the post. Yep, you heard it. Does he know we got a shorty stick? I don't know if you guys at home could hear that. Fantastic
Nice
shot.
Thanks.
Again, he sees all that blue. Yeah,
Yeah.
thanks. More work to do.
I still remember when I bought my first pool cue, I was like, $50. This is expensive, and then I had to buy chalk on top of that.
Oh no.
I was like, oh my gosh.
And now,
Thank goodness chalk is $2 or something, and yeah, now I'm
down
now
the
I'm
rabbit
deep.
hole.
Yeah.
But the thing is, you buy a nice cue, you take care of it, it can literally last you a lifetime.
Right.
You know, and that's what I mean. While we're on the topic, we can chat about it. So I would highly recommend if people don't own a cue and they're looking at getting one, get a $50 cue. Just I would do that with any equipment. If somebody's trying to learn photography for the first time, go buy a $400 camera. Don't buy a $3,000 camera because you're gonna probably drop it.
Right.
You're gonna scratch the lens. Same thing with a cue, right? You're gonna drop it. You're gonna nick that shaft, and you don't want that to be a $500 shaft.
Right.
You want it to be a $50 cue, right?
Yep.
And so you can kind of just get used to the game, get used to handling the cue, and then you can kind of work your way up. Because quite honestly, as a beginning player, you're probably not going to notice any difference between a $50 cue and a $500 cue.
I certainly did not.
And so you might as well save your pocket some money.
Oh, you know, that's that break, right? It's feast and famine.
Oop, sorry guys. Get my buttons right here. Billy just commented somehow. Is he watching this while he's playing?
No.
Oh, I thought I saw his name. I thought I saw him pop up for a second. That's weird. All right, let's see if that's right on the rail. No. It's the elusive 5-ball. Will. Yeah. See, yeah. He is commenting. I think that's cheating. Somebody's got to tell Billy to get out the feed.
Yeah.
He's probably taking polls too. He's probably betting on himself. Oh, Will says it's his wife.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, Billy, I think you should 4-rail this next shot. It doesn't matter what it is.
Good speed.
6-9
Get there.
combo.
Oh, dang, that really slowed down.
Wow.
That's that weird angle. You can't carry it, and it's a hard combo.
Oh, your wife's commenting under your account.
Yeah, James is out there totally being the chat feed. So
Yeah.
be careful, guys. Whatever is getting said is getting repeated out there in real time. Will is ruthless. Will is being ruthless until he sinks a combo, and then he's like, "Oh yeah, that's my dad."
Yeah.
Not bad.
That's a good idea. He needed like another inch, and that 9-ball would have been, I think, in the hole.
It's not going anywhere, Billy. That's gonna be a tight hit. Holy shit.
Oh, I didn't even.
Nice try. I think he hopped up on that a little bit.
A little bit.
I thought I'd get something, a little smidge.
Something on it.
Who said I'm not allowed to comment?
I was just joking.
Oh.
Comments from you.
Oh, yeah.
I figured that's why I'm here.
I think he's cross banking. That was terrible, he says. But almost a straight in shot. Billy has to somehow get back to the 7.
And then I replied to that comment and said fat versus skinny.
Oh, shit.
He says, "Oh shoot."
Clearly.
I didn't know where to go. I was trying to, I don't know. I'd like a mulligan.
James is out there ratting us out.
Is he really?
Yeah, he's like, they're relaying the conversation too. Or they're getting mad at us for relaying the conversation. It's funny. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Billy's making things hard on himself here.
Not a bad result there.
Not bad. It seemed like he kind of just... Maybe.
I did that too often tonight. Just hit it.
Yeah.
National vice president of our club. He's enormous. Like he fills doorways up. And his favorite pastime is to talk shit about me.
What do you do here? You just tap the 7 and put it on one side and put the cue ball on the other?
Because it's war. Yeah.
Yep, that's right.
That's something you don't see very often is players getting down and then realizing, nah, that's not what I want to do. I need to stand up for a second.
Yeah, it's a very wise thing to do, guys. Especially if you haven't thought through your shot. You definitely want to be have completely thought through your shot before you get down to your cue. And if you decide to look across the table or you decide to do something different, immediately stand back up, recompose with your new idea, and you'll find a lot more success in those shots.
I'm using the pool from golf where you've got $500 on the driver every year.
My second cue was 500. My first cue was cheap.
I was actually shopping for
Nice cut. Beautiful.
Beautiful
Very
shot
nice
right there.
shot.
That was a great shot.
Jordan finding the speed on the table.
Thanks.
Nice out.
Great shot on the outball. It was a great shot.
Jordan ties it up at 3. This is,
Yeah, I mean, I guess we did a good job picking matches
yeah.
because these have been great.
So we're 3-3.
I don't know.
Yes.
I think it's a good team showing.
All right.
I think we're doing okay. Entertaining for the fans.
So if you guys want to stick around, here's a little preview of match 3, James versus Julietta. Should also be another great match.
Yeah, I agree. Julietta kicked my butt yesterday.
Oh, that made my stomach hurt. You kind of said that under your breath. That was hilarious.
Yeah, we played just a couple racks after our little get together yesterday, and I think she took all 3 from me.
She was shooting solid.
It
I
was
mean,
Last
she
night,
was
yeah.
she was shooting from across the room.
Yeah, she made quite a few 7 or 8 foot shots, and I'm just like, no way,
Like back
come
cuts,
on. I
like
can't
back
do
cuts
that.
like 8 feet out.
Yeah.
They were really nice shots.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, she has a super straight shot.
Every match can be like that.
Fat on TV? Is fat on TV?
No, you dead sexy.
Fans.
Ooh, man, he couldn't see as much of that as I thought.
He has ball in hand though.
Have a put up a bowl and ask if I'm sexy on TV.
No, they're doing polls and what?
Ask him if Billy's sexy on TV.
What does Billy want?
He wants to know if he looks sexy on TV.
Okay, here we go.
We're doing it. We got it.
You heard. Thanks for calling me out, asshole. It's fun listening to it, even though it's like 15 seconds to play, but it's fun hearing your commentary.
Well, that's a little bit. Don't want to leave you like that. I want to leave you like that on purpose.
Are they? Hell yeah. I'll get at least one yes.
Good hit.
Thank you.
Probably not from your family though.
Get in there. Oh, damn. No, we won't be.
All right. So Billy wants to know. Immediately, my eyes are burning. Got the upvote.
He plays video games. He's in Air Force. He plays video games and he's on Twitch. He's getting ready to
Oh.
make good money because he's got that commentary. He's my least favorite child right now.
Are you guys able to hear the chatter at the pool table?
I'll vote yes, Billy.
Thank you. That way I'll get one.
That's Billy looks sexy on TV. Yes, or my eyes are burning.
That's funny, I didn't know they had
I'll leave it to them all.
surveys on the side.
Oh, hell no.
Billy, it's a tight race here, man.
My cool points are going down. Very angry. That shot.
Nice shot.
Did you choose to have headphones in?
Sexiest grandpa.
No, I didn't play with headphones. That was another adjustment I'd make too, because playing in a bar, you got music in the background,
Right.
people talking, and then going in here, it is quiet.
Yeah. Choosing to go behind the back instead of using the stick. Immediately regrets it probably.
So, just so everyone listening out there knows, we're kind of, we're trying to make this as good as we can, and we're figuring things out as we go here, and we want to make it fun for all of you guys. So we'd like to know, if you guys would like to hear music, and if you would, obviously one of the challenges we have is copyright issues. Facebook will immediately mute the entire soundtrack for the entire video if it picks up on any copyrighted music. So one of the things, if we did run with music, we would like to feature probably local artists where the music is appropriate. We think that would be pretty fun.
Look, I gave you shape.
Oh, thanks. Appreciate it.
Well, Billy, people's eyes are burning. It's conclusive.
Right?
They really put that poll up there. That's why I want to do this.
Yeah, 8 to 5.
Billy just said that this poll is the reason why he's here.
Oh no. Billy, go home. Don't look.
Oh, no.
Oh wow, that rattled out real hard.
It was not your favorite. That's not what I meant, man. I meant
they got me on this to do that sort of thing. Piss off, James. I am a sexy for TV guy.
So if you guys know of artists that are local that would like this to feature their music, and again, if it's appropriate for the environment, we would love to hear from those people. So you'd more than happy to have them reach out to us. Easiest way right now, because the site's not launched, is just to reach out to us through our Facebook page, and we can get back to them.
They do it just to mess with me. It's on purpose. I'm okay with it.
Caleb, that's a hard pass, man. I haven't touched my cello in what year is it?
You know what's crazy
2020?
is
10 years?
how often that cue ball is fine in the pocket when those object balls can't seem to do the same thing.
Right?
It's kind of amazing.
Just directly into it.
So I would take this, even though it's a ways, I would take this all the way down. Steaming there. He's trying to look sexy. How can I get this to the sexiest angle possible?
I think he's going to the side.
Yeah,
He is.
That's just dumb.
Yeah, he goes, that's just dumb. Good call. Upvote on that was a dumb shot.
You got 2 straight on the 6.
Made it short.
Yeah, he's gonna have to do a little special here. That's not what he wanted to do.
Too short.
That's rough.
Yeah, if we had some nice acoustic guitar, think
I
that'd
could
be-
see a lot of different kinds of music,
Yeah.
just to kind of keep mixing it up. I think that'd be fun.
Yeah, my father actually plays every once a month down at the Tacoma Brewing Company.
Really?
That's what I'm good for.
Yeah, he's actually. We used to have a pool table at our house. Now it's his music studio. He got rid of it.
Very cool.
Yeah. Maybe someone I should talk to him about. See, him and his band would be interested. Maybe 2 of them, or
Well, I don't think we could manage something live. It'd need to be, it'd need to be recorded because it'd be so darn loud.
It would be super loud.
Yeah.
You'd have to be.
So yeah, just to clarify for everybody, I think we'd have the local artist provide recordings, not live music, because it would be really, really hard to make that happen.
Perfect. That's how you wanted it.
Plus, we're gonna need somebody to play for 3+ hours, and
that's true.
that's a haul.
Yeah. But it would be nice to have just a little bit of music, especially during like in between racks and stuff. Like that would be.
I think just general like little lighthouse music wouldn't be too bad. Because it is, when you get out in that room, it's just
It's dead silent.
dead quiet,
Yep.
which is cool, but at the same time, like I would be wearing headphones,
Mm-hmm.
just listen to my music of preference, which I've always wanted to do in League.
But then they just think you're cheating.
Way too late for the banks to be open.
No, I didn't want to hit that.
Billy doing stand up between racks. That's pretty good. I haven't heard any Billy stand up, but that sounds hilarious.
No, I missed it. Oh man, I missed it.
I think
That's terrible.
I think where Billy plays on Thursdays, they do live karaoke all night.
They do. Oh yeah, that's right. He does some karaoke. He does a
He does
a
sing
song or
karaoke,
two.
so maybe we'll just get a karaoke machine in here and
Yeah, that's a hard pass.
call it a night.
Yeah, I need to have control of the volume.
Wow, because I'm rusty as shit. Yeah. Nice shot, man.
Nice shot on the 8.
Just leave me pretty here, okay?
I'll leave it pretty in the pocket for you.
Jordan, this better go in, man. Uh-oh.
I'll leave it
You
down here.
jinxed him.
Yeah, the
Well,
last.
he said, I'll leave this pretty in the pocket for you.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
You can't say that and then miss it.
True.
It's like me saying guaranteed.
Yeah, I do know Billy likes his fair share of karaoke because every time we play at his home bar, he's like, he'll ask you 30 times, you got to do it, man.
Mhm.
He gets so down when you don't do it. It's pretty funny.
Oh.
The bumblebee wiggles towards the pocket here.
Jordan gets a second chance, but lots of blue.
I think that was ball in hand.
Shoot it, Billy?
Oh,
It
is
didn't
it?
didn't hit rail after.
You're right. Calling uncle.
Okay. Billy conceding the rest of that rack.
Again, guys, our third match coming up tonight, third and final match, will be between James and Julietta. And because James isn't listening, I'm just going to tell him he's going to have a rough go tonight. I'm putting my money on Julietta just because he's listening to this match
Mm-hmm.
in the other room.
You can use one of my favor.
One in your favor.
You're ahead now.
I gave you a chance. It's right there.
Go get it, guys. Get on the snap, Jordan.
Just for you, Bill.
Jordan is the first one to the hill. Oh, lots of action on the 9 there too. Oh,
Uh-oh.
cue ball.
See it?
It's not gonna stop.
Nope. Oh, that's rough.
That is a
A decent layout there.
yep.
I know.
Yeah, sure you don't want to down
Yeah, but she's an eyeball right now.
Seven also in, I think. Yeah.
So if I remember our poll correctly, we had quite a few people betting their $1 million on Billy. So this is gonna
That
be
is. Yep.
it's gonna be interesting here, guys. Let's go back to our $1 million bet. There it is.
Oh
Oh
no.
no. We're gonna have 4 millionaires and 8 people looking for a place to sleep tonight. Potentially.
It is not over. But Billy has to be making shots like that with ball in hand. Billy might just be feeling the pressure a little bit.
He's just too sexy.
Or not, according to the poll.
We'll save here. Pretty easy little save. Hide it behind that 8 and 3. Nice shot. That's what you get, James. You're spying.
Oh, stay on the rail.
I actually met James, I think, the first time I won. I think it was at Brian Trudeau's tournament, Pink Slip Billiards. So if you guys aren't aware, Brian hosts a weekly tournament Tuesday. I mean, they're just starting back up because they had to obviously go in lockdown.
Perfect.
But he's got a tournament every Tuesday, and that draws some fantastic players. If you want to get your butt kicked and but have a great time, really great set of people, and there's some serious shooters there. So it's always great shooting against people who are shooting above your level, because that's where you really learn and take your medicine. To another way of saying it.
Right.
I think it's the best way to improve, because you don't really ever remember all your wins, right? It's the losses that burn that cell in the back of your brain. It's there forever.
Wow.
Nice
shot.
shot.
Holy cow.
Not letting you back to the table yet.
But yeah, no, that's right. I believe I met James and he gave me a beer, so I've been his friend ever since.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, if you're giving people beers, you're gonna make friends real quick in the pool community. It's actually quite surprising how often, like at Latitude or something, I'll just be up there about ready to pay for my salad that I ordered or something, and somebody will offer to buy me a beer.
Mm-hmm. Salad, really?
I order their salads, man.
Okay. Why don't you just toss a paleo bar on top of that and call it a night?
I mean, I douse it with fried chicken and...
Billy, your account's been seriously compromised, because this is now the second person commenting.
In the corner, but I'm gonna call the 9 just in case.
So he's going for the 6, calling the 9 just for safeties.
I guess so. Calling that.
Ooh.
That was
That was close.
a lot
That was a
closer
very
than I
good
was
attempt.
expecting it to be.
Yeah. Well, first off, that was a great shot on the 6. Let's not
It
forget
was.
that. There's the sexy stare of Billy Forsman. There it is. He's not going to go easy. Got another tight match, man. This is great.
Oh, wow.
Billy.
Oh, wow.
Wow. I thought you
Billy tying it up, hill with style. Used every single possible
I thought I left
bit
it
of
on the
table
table.
there.
I was gonna lose
Wow.
my shit.
Billy had every four-letter
Yes, he
word.
found
you
gravity.
Dude, you know, have you seen that movie with the emotions and anger and
Oh, yeah.
Oh, dude, it was right there.
Is that Inside Out?
Because you're on the hill, man, and I would have left it right there for you. I'm okay with that. We went hill. That's a win for me.
It's a good match.
Yeah, that's absolutely a win for me. Now, 9 on the snap. Set it up.
With your second win, you said you were good, so that was with that lie.
Actually,
No.
His first
I'm on borrowed time.
No, he said if he
Yeah.
lost, he'd be fine.
I am
He
fine.
made that,
his first rack he won, he said, at least I think it's come.
That's right, and I'm perfect with it. Still.
Combo, he's like, I'm done.
But I'm still perfect. I'm still happy with it. Yeah.
Billy,
Oh,
9 on
Billy.
the snap.
All right, I'll do it. Ready?
Yep.
Hold your breath.
Let's see it.
Billy's entire family is seriously taking over the chat here.
Yeah. It's good to see. He's got a lot of support.
There we go.
No!
Yes! Way to go.
That's how that goes! Woo! You see that Facebook TV?
Wow. Billy just comes out of nowhere.
That's how that's done.
Wow.
I called it.
All right, Billy, come on back here,
Hey,
buddy.
that's gotta be redone. I
Yeah.
coached it.
Grab your
So
mic.
you can't really help the emotion on that.
You're good.
Come on back, Billy. Come on back. Take a seat. Yeah, you can have that. You're
Yeah,
good.
you're good.
Holy moly.
Fresh off the 9-ball break to win it on the hill.
For the win.
Just put that somewhere.
Just clip it on your shirt
Yep.
somewhere. There we go.
Oh, I am sexy for TV. I knew it.
The poll was 5 to 8. You weren't.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't have enough friends.
No,
You're
you do
tired,
though.
you're tired.
It's-
Is it
But they
the
don't think
chat?
I'm sexy.
So
Man, what a hoot.
how was it?
Oh, it's amazing.
Yeah,
Amazing. I'll be honest, like, I was nervous all day. And when I got here and I was asking everybody, are you nervous? Are you nervous? And they said no, and they lied.
They lied, yep, for
DJ
sure.
and Rob, I know both of them real well. They were nervous the whole time. So having a couple of beers, doing your thing, and then by the time it was my turn to play, I wasn't nervous anymore until it's your turn to stand there. and it all comes crashing back. It's crazy. But what a rush, dude. What a rush.
Yeah.
I really lost track of the camera for most of it.
Good.
You know, a couple times you catch yourself, and then because they're out there watching and listening, and
Right.
comment, my son says this, and my wife says that, or my friend says this, but what a rush, dude.
Good.
And then like I feel this is why you guys want to do that, right? To see a player like me in that situation with the raw emotion.
Of course.
And the enjoyment of that.
Yeah,
right?
it's
a give and take.
Yeah, I mean, it's the experience of being a pool player,
Mm-hmm.
right? Nothing more, nothing less. And I cannot wait for the show. That's going to be, I mean, this is amazing, but I think that them getting paired together, so you get to know these players and then see them competing,
Yeah.
it's really cool.
Yeah, that's the first time I've ever played Jordan competitively.
Really?
Yeah, so because I'm the captain of the team, but he's on my team,
Yeah, yeah.
and so we work drills together, and I even told him during our match that all of the defense is his fault because I don't play defense. I'm aggressive but I've learned defense. Oh, that's on it.
You
Oh, that's
could-
yours. I mean, yeah,
No, that
was
was
my
yours.
phone. Anyway, so any defense I played on Jordan was a fault of his own because he's been preaching it and preaching it.
Yeah, yeah.
And so, but man, it's exciting. I think the way the rules are set up, you can play the 9 early if it's given to you.
Yeah.
It worked in my favor once on a great shot, I thought, and then it worked against me on another shot where I was trying to play safe and just happened to bump it in the wrong way and gave him a rack back. But I think race to 5 starts out good. We'll get to 7 once we get used to the table.
Yeah, so you guys know we originally came out here, we're like, oh, we're going to do races to 7. And as you can see, the table does play very tough, and you can
Tough.
you can be kicking a ball around for 5 minutes.
Even if you're not nervous. But
Yeah.
that's the other thing. I thought, well, we're all gonna suck because we're nervous. No, it's that kind of table. It plays slowly. It's not fast like you think it's gonna be, but those pockets just aren't gonna give you anything.
Right.
Yeah, at all. Yeah, ever.
Lots of balls that were just rattling out all night.
Yeah, I was worried. I don't think it happened to me too much. I mean, enough, you know. But I thought the rack that put me on the hill. That's why I said I was going to test you. I was going to test your intestinal fortitude on your broadcast because I thought I left it when it wobbled and then fell. It wobbled and I thought it was going to stay there, and that's the only ball he needed for the match. And I was going to lose my shit. And then luckily it fell. I was like, "Ooh, thank God!" FAA would have shut us down first night. You can't say that. I don't even know what that word is.
I'm surprised you weren't like jumping on the table going.
Yeah.
So
go.
you've got a lot of family and friends here. You can say hi to them if you'd like.
Hey, what up? Boomer Nation forever.
Anything else you want to add?
No, I'm super excited, more so even now about the future of the channel, even over the league matches. I'm excited to play pool. I haven't played pool in a long time, but the journey and just listening to the format of how the show is going to work, I'm really excited. The nerves are out of the way, and hopefully I'll give you what you guys want. It's going to be cool for all of us.
Yeah, that was fantastic. You can't see us, but I mean, you made the 9 on the break, and I'm jumping up and down, screaming back here.
I wish we had a camera that way because I can see you dancing just out of the corner.
Yeah.
Just out of the
No
corner.
doubt.
It was excellent.
Yeah, sweet. Oh, thanks guys so much. This means everything to me.
You bet, man.
Thank
Pool
you
is
for
my life, bro.
participating
Yeah.
in this.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, pool is my life. Yeah, and people that take it seriously for the fun of it, like win or lose, I don't care. You know. Oh yeah, you need that. And I fully expected. Like I even said that after the first rack, you know, after I made that 9-ball combo, long table, whatever. I'm like, yeah, you can have it, Jordan. I didn't get skunked, you know. But then it worked out in my favor.
Yeah, I thought that was a fantastic match.
Yeah,
That was a lot of fun to watch.
A lot of early 9s, combos, and I think early because I made a couple combos, I made him nervous.
Right.
Right, and so I think I made him more aggressive than he normally is, and that's why I was telling Julietta earlier, the format is set up to help all players. You don't need a handicap.
Right.
Because I kept telling Jordan, leave me pretty.
Right.
Just leave me pretty. I only need one ball to win. That's it.
Yeah, awesome. All right.
Thanks so much, guys.
Thanks.
Thank you.
All right, guys, that was Billy. There's not much else to say about that. He did all the work for us there.
Yep.
So we've got James and Julietta next. We're going to take a quick break here, let them warm up on the table, and we'll be right back with you. All right, guys, we're back.
You thought it was like 8?
So we've got
And you scratched.
Jordan in the booth with us now. So Jordan, how was it?
It was a blast.
Yeah?
It was really good. Billy was shooting really well. Man, that 9 ball, he trickled in the 9 and then he comes back and does a 9 on the snap. And I even called it. I probably did that on myself
Yeah.
on that one.
Yeah. So pretty fun though?
Oh, it was a blast.
Cool.
Yeah.
Ever done anything like this?
No, not like this. Not on a live broadcast.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it was really good though.
Yeah.
Very well done. Those pockets are tight. They are some tight pockets, but it's great. It's going to make for a great matches, and you just got to shoot straight and make sure you get it in the pockets. So.
Yeah, so far both matches have been super, super tight.
Oh. All right, we're going to get our leg going here.
Because you didn't practice your lag.
Actually, pretty good legs. James takes the leg. We had a few practices.
The 3 of us are gonna talk so much shit.
So did you want your Billy or Chuck?
I think it's DJ Flop.
It's just out of you guys. I don't have to.
It's really ugly for our company.
So were you nervous or?
Oh no, it seemed pretty good. I mean, I after not shooting for 3 months and stuff, it's hard to come in with any expectations or anything. So,
Right.
you know, you just gotta shoot your shot and just play your game, and you know, it'll get better and better over time with time to practice and
For
stuff
sure.
like
Yeah,
that.
for
So.
sure. You guys
But
both
yeah.
shot great too. I
Yeah.
mean, you guys both had some really killer shots.
Yeah, it turned out really well, and there was a lot of good defense in there too.
Yes, very, very, a lot of great defense.
There's also been a lot of that.
Yeah.
There have been a lot of
All
those
night.
close calls. Yeah, and that's what's great though about this 9-ball game with the mix of players we have, because being mixed skill levels, you miss a shot like that, the other person has a chance to take it and potentially run it out.
Yeah.
So I mean, games can change. It doesn't matter what your skill level is. You know, 2 people versing each other, it can go either way.
Yeah.
So that's going to make this very interesting.
Who are you looking forward to playing the most? Was that it?
You know, it's tough to say. I'm interested in seeing everyone's different skill level, especially on this table.
Yeah.
Just because, you know, you never know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Billy's saying you guys hadn't played each other yet.
Well, we haven't played each other competitively. We play each other a lot and mess around practice matches before, but nothing in a competitive like league
Right.
match. So it's nice to be able to play them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I haven't. I mean, I've played Matt many times.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I've ever actually won.
No.
But it'll be interesting to play him in a competitive nature. I don't think that game is gonna be. I don't think that game is a featured match, but
I think it got brought into the cycle when you did the last shuffle.
oh, it might have been, yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think that one will be fun. I'm excited to play everybody. I think.
Yeah, it's going to be a real mix, and it's going to be interesting to see people's what they know and what they try to do. And
I can hear Rob in the background saying it's going to be cool to look at our stats as we continue along, and I think that is going to be very cool. Is kind of seeing our player performance and against each other, because you'll be able to track those stats against. You can drill it down to each player that you played against.
Right.
So
Right. Well, and two, it'll be great to see how people progress.
yes,
And how people grow over time. I'm really interested in that and seeing who becomes kind of, at least either at the end of this season or next season, who ends up having the most growth.
yeah.
in-
Well, sorry to interrupt you.
oh no, you're fine.
That brought up a great thought. Is when we were building this thing, we were just like, how do we want to do this? What's going to make it? Just give it the best value, the best entertainment, and at the heart of this, it truly is. Let's get better, right?
Yeah.
And if we have this handicap structure where we have these players outgrowing these skill levels, where we kind of intentionally need people to be for handicaps to make sense, it just doesn't really foster the development that we want, right? So it's really everyone showing up every day and giving it everything they got, right?
Yeah.
And I just think it's going to be. I think everyone's going to excel, and who knows where our lower players are going to be in 6 months from now or a year from now. I think it's going to be pretty cool to see it take place through all the shows.
Well, and I'm going to be interested to hear too when people come back how they've been shooting out on other tables.
Yeah.
Because it'll be interesting to hear them say, oh, I got my first break and run or different things like that. And so that's going to be really neat to see and even witness.
Well, we're getting a lot of great feedback from people saying this has been a blast to watch, and now it makes people want to play. Of course,
Right.
It's like, you watch anybody play pool, you want to play, right?
I must say, I've had the itch for 3 months, so. See, like that changes a match right there.
Yep.
9-foot table and all 5 balls against 1 rail. Yeah, I think like the people who play here this week, like if they play their other matches anytime in the next couple days, they're gonna go look at wherever bar table they're playing, whatever, on and be like, man, this table is nothing.
Well,
I'm gonna run this out all night, and then find out that they won't. But
Yeah.
But man, the confidence that they're going to have,
Oh, totally.
going from a 9-foot shimmed pocket table to a 7-foot bar table where nobody's watching,
Mhm. Yeah.
You didn't hear me with those earbuds?
What's that?
I said you didn't even hear me with those earbuds in, did you?
Yeah, I can hear
And it's one of those things too. On this, you just have to think about it as another game. It's just another game of pool. Yeah, there's lights above, and but it's just another game. And plus, you're playing with good people, and you guys are doing a great job with commentary and all
thank
that
you.
stuff.
Thank you.
So,
First go, so
yeah.
it'll get better.
Okay.
Yep. That's the hope, at least.
Just getting used to the flow of the whole thing too.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
We need another poll. What do you want to ask the people? We've had some pretty good ones.
What has been asked?
So we've asked, when DJ and Rob had 2 racks left, we asked who's going to win, and DJ won that vote.
Mm-hmm.
We asked during your match, if you had $1 million, who would you bet it on?
Mm-hmm.
And Billy won.
Mm-hmm.
I told a fun side story about my wife, which I won't bore everyone else with again, but more or less she thinks chalk's obligatory, or at least she used to. And so I asked people how often they chalk. You know, every shot, every
Well,
two shots.
you should be doing it every shot, but it's interesting. I'm super excited to watch myself play once
yeah.
we're done
Ooh, I
because
haven't even
I'm
thought about that.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
go back and analyze myself because there's gonna be things that I think I do. Like I think I chalk every time, or I think I do the same routine every time. But I bet you I'm gonna see myself jumping on the table and just going after a shot when I thought I actually took my time. So it's gonna be. I'm very interested to see.
I hadn't actually thought about that of being able to actually go back and watch myself.
Yeah.
Well, and the great thing too is when you're over top like this, you can see.
Oh, that's
Oh.
unfortunate.
That's a bummer. You can see yourself line up to the center of the cue ball. And so you know for a straight in shot if you actually lined up where you needed to be or if it was visual or whatever it is. So that's going to be super exciting.
The other questions we kind of got into, you know, don't go out and buy $1 million cue.
Right.
Your first cue, right? Get a cheapie, let it get beat up, and learn. So we asked people how much they spend on their cue, and happily, most people spent $50 to $100. You know, half 50, and then half between 50 and 100. And then we asked because Billy really wanted to know: does Billy look sexy on TV?
Of course he wanted to know that.
And the results were no. My eyes are burning. So. So, do you have anything you want to ask the audience? What are you
Let's
curious
see.
about? People watching, what do you want to know?
How important do people think defense is in a
Ooh,
9-ball game?
Yeah, okay. How do we ask that?
How about like if you were given a shot that was either you had a potential to make it or play defense, or a tough shot, but would you play defense or would you try to make the shot? Something like that.
What do you think about this?
Like maybe like a defense over offense. Like you're a more defense oriented person. I think.
Or like a bank shot. Do you go for the bank shot or do you try to play a defense?
Right.
Something like some option where it's a difficult shot where it's kind of a 50-50.
Right.
Because like for me, I'm more likely to go for the defense and let them take the hard shot.
Yeah, I think I would say the majority of players are probably more offense oriented.
Absolutely.
And yeah, I mean, defense has won me quite a few matches. When I can do them right, because that's
the thing is
yeah.
speed control, and that cue ball control is. I don't know how many errors I made with speed control and cue ball control today, but that comes with not playing. So, you know, that'll just come with time. But,
yeah, I always think I have a nice safety setup in my head, and then, man, I bungle it real hard.
cue ball
Now, hear me
doesn't
come
listen,
back from the
does it?
table like, oh, I hit it way too hard. You know, typical pool person talk.
Right.
Blame
great.
the fact that
There
the
it
table's
is.
fast.
One ball down. Nice bank shot.
Yeah,
Good
it was
shot.
a great shot. It's great having the mic over the table, though. You guys must be hearing some.
Oh yeah, it's fantastic.
Some mumbles out of people.
I wonder if James is still listening to this conversation while he's playing. Does he have his headphones in?
James, shoot. Oh, shoot the two.
Nice shot.
Wow, that was a great shot.
Out of everybody that has shot on this table, she surprised me by far the most.
She was practicing, and at the end there, she ran like 4 or 5 balls in a row.
Yeah, she's shooting strong on this table.
I was telling him, telling everybody.
Look at that.
Wow.
Great shot.
Do it again.
That we played last night.
I was so
She
jealous of
She
you
just
guys.
whooped my butt. 3 racks in a row. It was not even close.
Man, I was watching that match.
Look at this.
Wow.
Three banks in a row.
What is that? How many is that? Is that 4
You
in a
know,
row?
So I've been throughout the night I've been tracking. Like we don't have a instant replay system
yet.
or anything. But I've been.
She cut that in.
No way.
And she's-
Wow.
Here's another bank.
How many is that in a row?
That's 4 straight shots of
Wow. That's
of
really
excellence.
good. That's great.
I've been tracking highlight shots all night
Yeah.
long, and
Got quite a
she has more
Than
than
anybody
the other
else.
2 racks or the other 2 matches.
So one of the things that we will be getting to once we have enough media, just so you guys know, is
Look at that.
That's
It's
gonna
going.
win.
It's going.
timing shot.
That doesn't scratch. That'll be the best defensive shot.
Now, one of the things that we will be bringing you guys will be intro videos, highlight videos as we get more content. So some great shots for you guys to look back on.
That was an incredible run.
Yeah, it really was.
That was probably the best run of the night so far.
For sure.
Yeah.
I think that was the most balls put together in a row.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's a
Yeah.
run, but
Mhm.
and then the way that she did it was very impressive.
Mhm.
James is about to show you how hard it is to run 3 balls.
We got Billy out there sharking James, telling him how hard it is to run 3 balls in the
Well,
table.
He didn't leave it easy for
No,
himself.
he didn't.
And this is the beauty of real 9-ball. I mean, Julietta just did
5 balls in a row.
all the work,
See, that's the thing,
Yeah.
though. You got to stay focused. 9 balls.
all the work.
That's the thing. At 9-ball, it doesn't matter how many you make. You make the 9-ball, you win. I mean, and here it's a little bit different because you got to call the
Nice
9-ball.
shot.
Wow, that was a good one to end on.
I would have felt super
But
bad.
yeah, and here that's what makes this really interesting too. Is when somebody makes the 9-ball, that's what they were going for. Otherwise, it gets popped back on the table. So, unlike regular 9-ball where it's all slop,
Yeah, I like the
adds a
idea
layer.
I didn't get skunked. I'm good
of
with
calling
one.
it.
That's what I was gonna say.
James does have his headphones in. I bet he's listening to us. James, if you're listening to us, scratch on the break.
Or just give us a nice shout out.
I bet he's ignoring you guys.
It's a secret
Well,
weapon.
he almost scratched on the brake. He might have been listening. We don't know. He tried his best.
He was listening to you guys the entire time.
Yeah.
He was like, they're getting on me for telling you guys what they're saying.
I do think that 5 racks was the perfect way to go, at least for tonight.
I think 5 racks for this is perfect. Because the thing is okay, if somebody is on fire and they're running a couple racks in a row and it gets done in 45 minutes, that's just fine. Leaves time for the next group to come in, practice, for you guys to do interviews. And if it goes an hour and 15 minutes, okay, And that's if it goes hill to hill. I think it's perfect.
Yep. I think that was a little Massey shot right there that James just pulled out.
One day we'll have the replay system.
Yeah, if anybody wants to donate like
Yeah.
a gazillion dollars, we'll have the best system ever. We're kind of
And then we could get the little pen too, so we can show
Yeah.
you what we're
oh
thinking.
yeah, we can draw really obscure shapes.
Oh,
Because we've maxed out, we've got this little humble system to get this done, and it's doing a pretty good job, especially for its first go. So, but I think as the show grows, we'll try to bolster up our hardware, get more cameras involved, all kinds of fancy stuff. Nice shot.
great shot.
You could just tell the way he stroked that, he was gonna make it.
Only barely nudged out.
Try to draw it back, not nearly as far as he was hoping. There.
We gotta add pocket cams to the list too.
That would be
Awesome.
that would be
Again.
super sweet. If anybody wants to donate little tiny mini spy cameras for us,
I'm playing the lottery one of these days.
yeah, that would be fantastic.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's all on speed, the whole thing, the whole shot. It was awesome. And that's my first thing I told Jordan. That's the coolest thing is that it's on camera. You can watch it again. Yeah, because he has it, especially on the TV here. Anyway,
No, I'll just keep my stuff out here.
I would go one rail across and then shoot the 6 ball in the same pocket.
Mm-hmm. I'd probably do that same thing.
Well, I guess you could stop it. I mean, it's hard to see from here. You
It's a little bit. Well, it's we were mentioning out there because you guys got the TV out there, and we're like, there was one shot in the first match when the 8-ball was sitting kind of off center of the center pockets, and we were like, on the TV it looks like a really easy shot,
Yeah.
back cut shot, but on the table, when you look at it on the table, it looks hard.
Huh.
So it's very what you see on the screen is a little deceiving that way. Undercut that one.
He overcut it. So when everything's normal, how many days a week are you playing?
When everything's normal, I try to play at least every other day.
So where do you play at?
I usually will play out of some local bars around the area, but mostly I play out of the Elks Club in Tacoma. They got 4 really good, really nice 9-foot tables.
Where is this?
Allen Moore Golf Course.
Oh, okay.
off-
Oh yeah.
It's right across the street from Walmart.
Okay.
But it's $150 a year for a membership, and
That's
it's
it?
$1 a day to play.
No way.
Yeah,
You just let the secret out, dude.
I know.
You're never
right?
gonna get on the table again.
Everybody should join. Honestly,
Alan's
it's,
looking out of the corner of his eyes right now.
and-
Like, how did I not know about this?
And
I know. I went to UW and I was playing on crappy 7-foot tables.
And the other big ticket is you get access to every other elk lodge in the nation.
Jeez.
So if you're traveling and there's an Elks Lodge that's got a pool table, you can just go and check in and use it.
$150 a year.
year.
That's nothing, dude.
Yeah, nothing.
Yeah, thank
And
you
they
guys.
even have one in Lakewood here. Tables aren't. I mean, they got 2 tables, but they aren't as nice as the Tacoma ones. But Tacoma Elks Lodge also has 4 billiard tables, which is the tables without pockets.
Got it.
So you
yeah,
get
yeah,
4 of those too. So
Karam.
yeah, yeah,
3-rail.
3 rail.
Cushions.
Mhm.
What are they? Why can't
Three
they?
rail.
Well, it's originally that's called billiards,
Okay, got it.
carom billiards, but
Yeah, we appreciate all you guys still tuning in and sticking with us. This has been an exciting journey, the first broadcast, and we're glad you guys enjoy it. We plan on doing this for a very long time, and it will just get better and better for you guys.
Yeah, I think our turnout's been great. I would love to see like the
Nice shot.
Oh,
Tough lead.
It's
unique
been super
viewership.
steady.
Mhm.
Like you guys have been keeping a super steady viewing of people.
Yeah, I mean, it was nice to see. You know, we published the Facebook page and really kind of announced it, what, 5 days ago, 6 days ago, something like that? Not even that.
No.
It's like 3 days ago.
Mhm.
Well, James sent a message out like halfway through the first match, and 4 people popped on like instantly.
Huh.
Yeah,
But
So
yeah.
James has all the friends.
yeah.
There we go. But yeah,
Ball-handed Julie.
no, great. I think great initial reception, and I think people are excited. They're having fun, and I think they want to learn just as much as we do. So
Mhm.
we're happy that we're in a spot to be able to do that.
Really looking forward to the show.
Brian just asked if he's watching this live or if it's already done. It's live, man. Brian, you're live, so you can ask us a question if you'd like.
I don't know how to make it go where I want it to go.
You're shooting great, you don't need to be able to have that.
And he used, Brian, you're showing your age because he said rerun.
Right.
Nobody says
right.
rerun anymore. I'm just going to, tip of the pros, Brian.
That's not good, but
She gonna go for this combo. I mean, you kind of have to here, right?
Yeah, you could do the blind cut to the upper right, but
Or
Ooh.
go by it.
Ooh.
Jeez. Wow.
she's feeling good.
But she's feeling confident for sure.
She's a straight shooter.
Mhm.
I mean, she was making 8-foot bombs last night. And I'm just like mind blown. It's like, oh my goodness, I'm here missing 3-footers.
She's probably hustling you.
Probably.
So how long have you guys had this planned or in the works, or like when was your first thought of, oh man, we are gonna do this?
Brian's like, I'm almost 44, so. Yeah, so it's been something that we've been doing for quite a while.
Mhm.
I was telling the audience earlier, so I don't get too deep into it, but I've been kind of kicking the idea around for like 2-ish years.
Right.
And kind of trying to figure out the format. Like originally it was like, okay, let's see how we can integrate this into one of the leagues that we play.
Yeah.
And then you kind of follow us around to different bars and stuff like that. But it's just, that's a logistical nightmare. I mean, you can
Right.
see how much it takes to make all this happen.
Yeah.
Like, imagine trying to make that happen at a bar.
You can't carry all this stuff and set it all up. And
Well, and then
stuff, yeah.
the people that'd be on
Yeah.
film and stuff like
Yeah.
that. But anyway, so this is, it just, it kind of coalesced together. You know, it's like, this would be cool, like
Mhm.
doing the in-house league, and then doing the show would be really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Wait a minute. Let's take those same players, put them in a show, and so you've got this cast.
Nice. Yeah.
And
Mhm.
you can kind of follow along with your favorites or
Mhm.
somebody who you can best relate to with your skill level.
Yeah.
Because I was telling people that honestly, I think our lower skill levels are the
Mhm.
most valuable people in our cast.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think that's probably where a really huge sweet spot of people are going to be,
Mhm.
and they're going to air the questions that they're too scared to ask.
Right.
Right? Because everyone's like, stupid question, but it's like, well, hold on, that's not a stupid question. Like if
There
you
are
don't know,
yeah.
yeah,
Mhm.
if you're asking it, it's a
Yeah.
legitimate, real question.
Yeah.
Don't, fire it away.
Well, and 10,000 other people probably have that same question who
Exactly.
don't know to ask it or don't know who to ask it to. So.
Yeah. So I think just the active question and dialogue that we're going to open up
Mhm.
as a set of 12 players, where we can field and provide guidance or ask questions
Mhm.
or reinforce an idea.
Right.
So it should be pretty cool.
Yeah.
I gotta be honest, I'm glad we're doing it in this studio and instead of the studio in Tacoma. I think the setup is almost perfect.
This is fantastic.
Yeah.
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 So if you're late tuning in or didn't hear it earlier, we do shoot this at, my studio. I'm a professional videographer and photographer. And so we have access to the equipment. This is actually my first go at legitimate live broadcast, so hopefully it's turning out pretty good for you guys. But I used to have a studio downtown Tacoma, and I recently bought a building in Lakewood and just remodeled it. And as soon as the paint was dry, I contacted everybody and said, let's do this. And everyone said yes, and it was awesome. So yeah, so we've got a 2-story building here, and we've got the main table here out in the main room, and then we are tucked back in a hallway in another room, so they could probably hear us if they really are listening.
It's
Could you hear
tough.
us? Yeah.
It's tough. Like, you guys have to be talking
That was a
pretty
great
loud.
shot.
That's good.
Yeah.
Because, you know, we want to be able to do some play call, but
Yeah.
like, you know, we don't want to be in the back of your head like,
Well,
Matt's
right.
saying I should go 3 rails here. Should I?
Right.
Well, but it's interesting. Sometimes it varies. So sometimes there's like a second in between. Sometimes there's a wider gap. So sometimes it's like 5 seconds behind.
Huh.
So it just is interesting how it varies. At least that's what James was saying.
Oh, you're talking about the leg in the video?
Yeah,
Oh.
to the live broadcast.
Oh no, we're talking about like it's definitely like
Yeah.
5 to 10 seconds,
Mhm.
but I think we're talking
Oh,
about
out
you're
here?
overhearing
Oh
us.
yeah, no,
Okay.
no.
Oops, sorry guys. You don't need to see our ugly mugs anymore.
No, it's pretty tough unless you are talking pretty loud.
Ooh. James is like pre-shot routine needs work.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a great thing that that view gives you, is that look at your whole approach and
Yep.
everything.
Yep. We'll modify the angles. We'll get it massaged in. It's a good start though. I'd bridge this.
We've seen quite a few people do the leaning. Nope, that's
Oh.
not.
That's gonna be it. Is she gonna make him shoot it?
It's been a common theme to.
Nope.
Nope.
Yeah. But I mean, shoot though, on this table, you never know what might happen.
Yeah. Right.
But I mean, it's one of those things where I mean, I've even in league, I've seen spotted 9 balls and
Yep.
8 balls and stuff.
Yeah. There's some people just have that principle where
Mhm.
they, you know, they're gonna make you shoot every ball. I've
Right.
actually played tournaments
Mm-hmm.
where there's a guy that gave me the out at the 7 ball. Like he scratched and then just pulled the balls.
You know, I was
people-
watching.
Yeah.
I was actually watching Bucharest Open or something like that. I mean, this is from earlier this year, before we all went on shutdown. But somebody playing Kachi.
Yeah, Kachi. Yeah.
Kachi got to it was the same thing. He made like a 6 and had 2 racks to go still, and the guy just gave him the whole match.
Wow.
I haven't seen that professionally.
It was just like, here you go. And I
Wow.
was just like, whoa.
Yeah. If I leave a ball within 2 feet of a pocket and it's ball in hand, I'll give it to him. If it's
Yeah.
in the jaws and it's not ball in hand, I'll give it to him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
If it's a respectable player, right? I mean,
Yeah.
it's just kind of one of those things.
Mm-hmm.
But by no means should you guys listening be pressured to do that. There's a lot of people have won games by the simple fact of making people shoot every ball down.
And I mean, in some ways, you know, you shoot it, it gives you confidence that you earned it, and
It's another
You know?
it's another opportunity to keep your elbow warm.
yeah.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
I'm happy to shoot the 9 ball
Yeah.
sitting in the pocket. It's
Well, and
another
it
way.
gives you confidence to break the rack the next time, because.
Yeah. Well, you know, even if it's a sit and duck in the pocket,
Mm-hmm.
sometimes when that happens, I'll actually get creative with my leave. Like even though I don't need to put the cue ball specifically somewhere, I'm like, well, I'm going to try some hard left English off this rail and see how it behaves.
Yeah.
It's a free shot.
Oh, totally. Yeah.
So
Oh, but I've seen cue balls follow in that 9 when it's sitting in the jaws too.
Oh, for sure. And that's actually what Matt was saying, trying to kind of put the cue ball somewhere else, even on the 9. That's something that if you watch like some professionals talk about kind of their tips and tricks, that's actually one of the common ones is every shot matters. So like even though the 9 ball, you just have to put it in the pocket, you should still try to put the cue ball somewhere.
You want to
So-
have a location for that cue ball.
Yeah, so a lot of them say, yeah, I want to end every shot with the cue ball in the center. So
Yep.
if I can put the cue ball in the center of the pocket or in the center of the table, then everything is good.
Yeah, I always try to have it travel the least. Like if I'm shooting a 9, I want that cue ball to travel the least distance as possible.
So
Because the less it
less
travels,
chances of
the
scratching.
less chances it has going anywhere you don't want it to be. So
Well, and that's a good point because there's a lot of people who essentially, so your second to last ball is your key ball, right? That's what we call that, the
Yep.
key ball. There's a lot of people who get really lazy on their key ball, and lo and behold, there you go. Because they got lazy on their key ball, they messed themselves up for the final shot. Now they've got a tester on their hands. So a lot of people, I've heard that from a lot of professionals. Is like, don't underestimate your key ball. Like, really work at it.
well, just what happened to Billy, you know, he married the cue ball with the 9 ball, looking straight at the rail.
Yep.
And so, but we've all done that. We've all been there.
Yep.
But yeah, that's a great point.
I'm excited to see how she grows as a player, and
Yeah.
and Eiley.
Yeah, so those watching, we have when we say we've got players of all levels, we are not joking. We have a player we actually played league with. She started just a season ago, and she's still a 2. Not that that's a bad thing. And her growth so far has been very impressive, and her dedication of wanting to get better is very evident. And so it's very exciting to have somebody like that invited into the group, because like I said, she's going to be the one asking all the questions that, you know, our higher level players, it's like brushing her teeth, right? They're not going to think about it. And then they're like, oh yeah, that's a good question. We should let people know about that. But so I'm really excited to see how she
Great
grows.
shot.
Yeah, that was fantastic.
Thanks open late for you.
Banks open late.
I was afraid of scratching. Like, that's all I can see is scratches. Not on this one.
All I can see is scratches. Is what she said.
Man, I've definitely had shots like that where you're just like, how? There's no way I'm gonna shoot this and not scratch. There's no way. There's no way. There's no way. And then you do it, and you're like, I knew it.
It is amazing. You can hit that cue ball into an object ball super hard. The object ball will not go in, but that cue ball will go somehow find that pocket. It is amazing.
We were talking about that though, the first 2 matches, yours and then DJ and Rob's, how many times that cue ball found the pocket and the object ball didn't. It was amazing.
It's quite amazing. Because that's what actually a group of us were out there talking about. We're like, man, the pockets are smaller. Odds of that cue ball finding the pocket is going to be smaller.
The cue ball's going like dead center.
Oh,
pocket, too.
yeah.
It's I
No
mean,
question. No
I
question.
think it was a DJ that had a couple.
He kept scratching in that bottom corner there, that upper.
Nice cut.
Great shot. I think DJ had a couple cue balls actually rattle a little bit, just 1 or 2, but for the most part, yeah, most people when they're scratching, it's going directly into the center of it.
Such a great game. So much physics involved in it all.
Speaking of scratching,
Yeah. It all, every shot's different. Every break is different. That's what's so great about it. It's always changing.
yeah, 9 balls, but the puzzle's different every single time.
Mm-hmm.
10 balls technically, but you know.
If you want to get technical.
I've always been a big fan of, like, so I started playing pool 2 years ago.
Okay. What got you interested in pool?
One of my friends who used to work for Matt messaged me and said, hey, do you want to play pool? And I was like, just to go have fun or in a league or what? And he was like, in a league. And I was like, that sounds good, I guess. I don't know. I'll get out of the house. We just had our kid, so it was kind of nice to get out of the house without sounding too mean.
Get away from diaper
I believe
duty.
that was the first sentence I heard come out of your mouth. Hi, I'm Alan, and I'm so glad I got out of the house.
Yeah, it was just so everybody knows, I love my kid dearly, but I think every parent knows it's nice to get out of the house.
Your poor
And so,
wife.
man, I got hooked so fast. I mean, I played pool for a long
Uh-huh.
time, but like I've never been good. I mean, I think
Nice cut. Dang.
I think when I showed up, I mean, Matt had to tell us how to hold a cue for the first few weeks. I mean,
But
because
that-
I think my bridge was.
Everyone's bridge is so ugly when they first start. It's hilarious.
I think I'm gonna.
I love seeing people who hold the pool cue and move the
Yeah.
whole pool cue with their body.
Oh.
You know, and I'm like, but everybody, you're figuring it out. You know, you don't know what the proper way is.
Go through?
But it's
on,
great
hold on.
though that you had somebody like Matt to show you the best way to do it right off the bat. Because I'm sure a lot of us, like, I don't know Matt's experience, but my experience, I learned from at my grandparents' house, they had a pool table, and then my dad got a pool table, so played there. But a lot of it was me kind of messing around, they taught me some stuff.
Yeah.
And they weren't even probably doing a lot of things right. So I grew up with a lot of bad habits
Yeah.
that I'm still,
for
struggling with trying to overcome and get out of my system
Yeah.
that have been ingrained for so many years. And so it just makes it makes it tough. So it's really good for people who are fresh starting out to find somebody who can get them on the right path early so they don't have to go back and try to overcome those hurdles.
Yeah, it was. Well, that's a really great point to bring up, and it's something we need to remember for the show. Starting out right, and that was one thing. So everyone out there knows we, if you weren't around for the story, I was a 7. I'm an 8 now. I was a 7, and I brought in all these. So it was me, and then 7 people who've never really played pool before, and after the first week, they all got rated as level 1s, and so we were known as the unicorn team for a couple weeks there. But now so we're a year and a half ish in, and we can go to camera 1 if you want. There you go. So we're a year and a half in, and through careful instruction and kind of guidance, we've taken people who are level 1s, Alan. And he's now level 5.
See? That's
Which is
fantastic.
incredible
Yeah.
in a year and a half,
That's incredible.
right? Not from knowing how to hold a cue to a level 5, right? And a great competitor at level 5. And then, 4s and a lot of 4s have come out of that. In fact, our team has split a little bit because unfortunately, in the league that we play in,
And that's,
they intentionally kind of make you split, and it's really frustrating. But
well, because you get too high up in numbers and you
Yeah.
just can't make the numbers work. Yeah, it's hard. That's where this is going to be great because, you can have anybody in it because no matter what their skill level is, just because it's 9-ball. I
Yeah.
mean, you're
Yeah.
learning, you'll get better. We all will get better.
So we have a great question from Derek, and he goes, how often do you think about playing two-way shots in 9-ball? And that's kind of a tricky question. That's, how often do they give you the opportunity? And
Wow, that was a
Well, look at that. Oh,
so, that's not good. Bad roll.
yeah.
So, so Derek, to answer your question, in a two-way shot, are you thinking like kind of combination two-way shot? When I think two-way shot, I'm typically thinking offense and defense. So, you'll go for a shot, and if you can make that ball, and then you'll still be good for your next incoming shot. But at the same time, if you miss that first ball, you'll have a defense. Yeah, those are played quite often. And
But same the other way though. If you got 2 balls that are lined up, so where you hit them perfect, each have a chance to go into the pocket.
Yep.
I mean, you might as well shoot it,
Oh,
especially
absolutely.
in 9-ball, because if you make one, you get to keep shooting.
Yep, absolutely. That's a good point. So, and you do those, and sometimes they pay off double, right?
Right.
Sometimes the payoff double actually hurts your shape.
Yeah, right. Because then you're stuck where you don't want to be. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, so two-way shots are always. It's always advisable to really analyze the table and see what are your best options, and really what your best options are always going to be is what's the highest percentage? What's your highest likelihood of not only making that ball, but your highest likelihood of finding shape for your next ball, right? Because that's what it's all about. It's never about the shot you're on. It's about your next 2-3 shots, or breaking up clusters, things like that. So it's a really good question, but it's a really hard one to kind of just definitively answer.
Yep. My answer is almost never, but
Yeah. Well, I mean, it comes down to is it the 9-ball, and then are you going to jar it in the pocket and miss it and leave your opponent with an easy out? So
You know what I find really interesting? I mean, talking about 2As and starting to get into the talk of defense. I, for some reason, and it might just be something that I overanalyze, but I'll either be shooting very, very well offensively, and I can't hit a lick of defense, and then I can't stroke worth anything. I can't make a ball, but I can sure as hell hide a ball. It's so weird how it just seems to work that way. I'm either on one way or off the other way.
Well, it's the same thing in golf.
Yeah.
You can hit really well off the tee, or you can putt like mad and you can't hit anything off the tee.
That's true.
So I mean, there's so many aspects to this game, and it's really interesting too how you could have the speed down perfect on this table, but then you go to a bar who's got that really thick clothy felt, where you have to hit it 100 miles an hour just to get it to go around the table once.
Yep.
So, I mean, and that's, though, what's great about this game is you got to constantly adapt your game.
1-9 combo.
But yet, that too, people struggle with that. So.
this is another really good match.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, this has been fantastic.
All 3 matches have been just spot on.
They've been really close too.
Yeah, that's nice shot.
Oh,
Great
wow,
shot.
that was good.
We got a whistle from the room.
Yep.
We still have 19 people hanging out with us late tonight. Thank you for sticking around. If you
Spread
guys,
the word too.
yeah, let people know what we got going on. We're here to just play pool, answer questions, get better. None of us are professional by any means. We're all amateur. We all have other lives to live, per se. And it's a great passion of ours, and we assume it is one of yours too. So if you have questions or comments, let us know.
And you guys might, you guys will probably teach. You guys will teach us stuff along the way. Questions we haven't thought about, or
any questions that would be great for a topic for the show to cover. We'd love for that feedback. We know our pilot episode is going to be, I mean, we're fairly confident it's going to be well received. We've got some great plans for it. We don't want to ruin any surprises, but if you guys have anything that you want to learn more about, or if you have questions about, or whatever it might be, any questions, there's no such thing as a bad question. So let us know, guys, and we'll add it to the list.
I'm really excited about the show.
Yeah.
3 rails. No.
That was the wrong math.
That was the wrong math.
Maybe the other side was the English I wanted.
so Matt, how did you get started?
I already told this story too.
Oh, did you just tell it earlier? Okay, I won't have you explain
I got
again.
a lot of good stories out of my system already. I got started playing pool at Central Washington, where I went to school. They had 12 gold crowns just like this in a room, and nobody's playing on them.
Oh man!
And so that's why I own this. There's a huge chunk of nostalgia. Of course, before Diamond came around, this was the table.
Right.
Right. This is what all professionals played on. Now this is set up more like a Diamond now. The rails, and of course it's shimmed past what a Diamond plays at. But yeah, so I mean, of course I was a poor college kid, so I never afford one.
Right.
And once I could afford it, because it's a 9-foot table, had room for it. That's another huge factor.
That's a kicker. You guys might be doing it, but another thing to talk about with people and explain to people too when they're looking for a table is room size. that you don't have to get a 7-footer or a 9-footer or an 8-footer. There's 7.5 footers. There's 6 footers. So you just have to make sure there's how much room is around your table to move.
Could you imagine going to a 6 after playing on this table?
No.
It'd be pretty small.
But yeah, no, that's how I started, and you're gonna have to pry this table out of my cold dead hands. If I can't sit up somewhere, it's going in storage.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's unfortunate.
So who knows? This could have been a central table.
No, it definitely wasn't. No, the central ones I believe are Gold Crown 1s or 2s. So this is a Gold Crown 3 series. I think they're at 5 now.
Wow.
And of course, I think as each one goes along, I mean, a table mechanic's going to be better at telling you the differences. But my understanding is, you know, as time goes on, you're using less and less superior materials, right? That's just the nature of the world, right?
Well, the ones will last forever.
I mean, they're tanks,
Yeah.
right? I do know that the more current generations have better leveling components built into them, where this has to be classically shimmed, where the other ones have like kind of bolts that you can raise and lower the different slates. Because if people don't know, especially a table of this size, is going to be a 3-piece slate, not a single piece. So those 3 pieces get married together, and then each one's individually leveled. And so ideally, you have a table that has these leveling bolts and components built into it. It makes it a lot easier. She's really taking her time tonight.
Look at that.
Ooh.
It's paying off.
She's not messing around.
Nope.
She wants it. Nice shot.
Wow. Is that 3 in a row so far? Is that 2?
I think that was 2.
Here somewhere. Obviously, that didn't work out.
I don't even need commentary for Julietta.
Well, I mean, I don't have much with the ball.
Who do we still have out there?
There.
I don't know. We might be hill here.
Man, that would be crazy to have back to back.
Well, the other one was almost hill too,
Yeah.
our first match.
Mm-hmm. It's very close to being hill. Wow.
Tied up.
Man, we got some good
Sniping.
good competition.
Apparently, we like this cocktail a lot. And this cocktail a lot.
See if we can get all 3 matches played. Oh,
You're clear.
It'll be interesting too as this goes on. Seeing the viewers predict how matches are going to go, because they're going to get to see people's play over time.
Yeah.
And be able to know, okay, this player plays this way, this player plays that. Which one's going to come out?
Yeah.
So push out is I just hit it somewhere.
Wherever you want.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, so Juliet's asking about a push-out shot. If you're not familiar, after the break, whether you've made a ball or not, the incoming player, whatever, the first shot after the break, the incoming player is allowed to call a push-out if they don't have a shot, which she does not on the one. You can see it's on across the table here, and the 5 balls in the way. So she has the opportunity just to hit the cue ball wherever she'd like on the table. It doesn't have to be a legal hit. She can just lightly tap it across the table into a rail, or just mid-table, or she can knock it into another ball. The rub is that the incoming player after her has the option of either taking that shot or giving it back to her. So if she leaves a worse shot, they're just going to have her shoot it again, and then she does have to make contact.
All right, I give up. Let me try to just chip it in before it's like midnight.
This is where a lot of tactic play comes in, because
Mhm.
if you know your opponent can jump,
Mm-hmm.
then you want to push into a kick opportunity. Whereas if you know your opponent can't jump, maybe and you can jump, maybe you push into a jumping opportunity.
Yeah, exactly, and that's what you'll see a lot is somebody who's a good jumper. They'll push into a jump, and now their player the other opponent knows that,
Mm-hmm.
and so they're kind of stressed. It's like, well, I gotta take this because that guy's gonna sink this shot.
Yep.
Can in a minute.
Ooh, do we have a 2-9 on? We do. 2-9 is on.
This would be a great way to end the match.
Well, no one's on the hill yet.
Oh no! Oh.
I
shoot,
don't think so.
I thought the score was.
Al's been scoring, so I hope that. Oh,
Oh, well, there's a.
Carom.
Still, yeah.
Is it carom or a billiard?
It is a. So I think they're synonymous terms. So
Right, carom.
I think there's a
Which
difference.
I don't know how to do, by the way.
Because if you hit the cue ball
well,
into another one,
so
it's a
like
billiard.
I know the game of billiards, like 3-cushion billiards, is the name of the table, but then a carom is when you make a point. So potentially, I guess you could call it carom.
I think I looked this up one day, and I think there's a difference.
Is there?
Yeah, at least in
See,
pool.
there's a great thing to maybe one of our viewers know.
I believe she's actually going for the carom right here.
Yeah. If that's
Got
what
it.
it is.
Yeah. Might have to Google that tonight.
I'm like, watch me miss it. I'm just an idiot.
Alan, what's the score there?
3-4.
Yeah, so Julia's on the hill. And we kind of glanced right over this. We did go over the rules, but for those coming in or not familiar, that little black template you see there, it's called a magic rack. We use that in every feature match. If you're not familiar, it's just a way to make a perfect rack every time, so all the balls are touching, so you get a consistent, nice break.
Now is she gonna end this on a 9?
Right? If we get that,
That'd be nuts.
That would be.
uh-oh.
Ooh.
Now typically, especially with the magic rack and all those balls are touching, typically that 9 ball likes to sit unless it gets kissed.
Mm-hmm. It's been moving a lot, though,
Yeah, it has.
tonight.
It actually moved the most with, I mean, Billy moved it a couple times.
Mm-hmm. Obviously.
Shooting from,
Yeah.
but I mean, breaking from the center table.
Yep.
I think everybody else is breaking off the wing.
Mm-hmm. Billy said though he can get that 9 ball to move pretty consistently. So.
Was he making? I can't recall. Was he making wing balls?
His breaks were hit or miss. Either
Okay.
he had one where he made the 9 and the cue ball. So.
That's right, he did do that.
Mhm.
So he made
Yeah.
the 9 ball twice.
Mm-hmm.
Juliet and her favorite shot of the night.
I know our
She's gonna
highlight
nail-
reel.
She's gonna nail this.
Our highlight reel is going to be just a montage of her just bang, 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 nailed it.
Oh, if she
Oh,
would've-
she's
little
right
harder.
in there though.
yeah, she was just too slow.
Mm-hmm.
Slightly harder, and that's in.
Yeah, the faster you shoot a bank shot, the sharper of an
The
angle. I guess
shorter, yeah.
whatever you want to call it.
It's gonna go short of the pocket. The softer you hit, the longer it goes.
Yeah, the wider it'll reflect.
Wow. Oh.
Oh.
I was gonna say that was a killer cut.
Make that shot.
What's great is I feel like these matches have been right on time. So
Yeah, we were
far.
thinking hour 15.
Mm-hmm.
For the most
That's
part. I mean,
been
we
a-
did get off to a later start.
well,
the first,
you
the first
guys
one
had a-
lasted.
I think that first one lasted about an hour and a half.
It was
hour 20.
hour 12 minutes, hour 13.
Oh, it was?
Yeah, it seemed longer, but it's just we got a late start.
Yeah. Huh.
Man, she's shooting real strong.
Yeah, she is. She's got confidence.
She's gonna have to hit a great
She has to
shot.
remember that
here.
she has the sixes behind her, or right next to her. She was thinking about it though.
It was there. That's the thing on this table. When you rattle a ball like that, you can't be too disappointed because those pockets are not forgiving. You have to be square in there to get it to stay.
Well, I think we were talking about this last night during our dry run, is that, you know, a lot of people, especially on the bar tables, are used to clipping that first knuckle as they're coming into the pocket, right? And that ball will roll right in. But if you hit that closest knuckle to the pocket here, it's lights out.
Mm-hmm. It'll spit it out.
Yep.
I know I don't play on this table for a couple of weeks, but I can't wait to actually be on it.
Mm-hmm.
All of a sudden got super quiet and then I couldn't concentrate.
It's in.
Yep.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Stroke test here.
I'm digging our viewership though. I mean, it's 11:30. We got double digit people still watching.
The
It's good to see.
yeah, it's great. The thing that got me on, I thought was gonna get me tonight is that 4 and 5 ball.
Yep.
Because they're opposite, I thought for sure that was gonna cause problems for me tonight.
I was telling.
It did at one point. At one point, I was playing a strategy. It ended up working out just fine. I had a shot on the 4, but I definitely thought the 5 ball was the 4 ball.
I actually called it wrong back here once.
Oh,
Not even playing.
Mm-hmm. I don't doubt it. You gotta definitely be conscientious about it.
Those banks are so hard.
Man.
Wow, that was a great stroke.
Yeah, she dialed in.
Mm-hmm.
Not a guarantee, but James could see himself getting out here.
We're gonna go hill.
As long as he hit, that's a precarious situation right there.
It is.
It's definitely not a give me. I mean,
You got to overcut it.
yeah. Oh,
He
he's
undercut it.
going. No, he's going for the side.
Wow.
Oh, jeez. Didn't go.
Wow.
That's 9-ball though. Anything,
Yep.
things can change.
What have you done there? You would have hit it harder and brought it back out, or what? For the corner?
Yeah, I would have gone 2
Mm.
rails. So I would have overcut it and then hit the top rail, come on the left rail and back around. So essentially 3 rails.
3 rails.
Or you try to come 2 because you want to stay on your target line.
Well, yeah, I
as
mean, yeah,
long
you can
as
stay
possible.
Yeah.
Mhm.
She's just gonna try to hold it there.
And I don't. Oh,
You left yourself a
mm.
hard
That's okay.
shot.
I'd rather
I
shoot that
shoot
side.
For sure.
the way she's been shooting. I mean, this has a good chance. She's got to watch out for the scratch though. She puts bottom on it at all.
She knows. She said, I don't know exactly what she said, but she said something about a scratch. There's no way she puts draw on this though.
No, she's good. Just pocket speed.
Oh!
Wow.
Wow, we're gonna have we'll potentially have a
Maybe.
hill match. But see, on this table, a shot like that is not.
Mm-mm.
I mean, it's nowhere of give me.
I mean, that's not a gimme on a 7-foot table either, really.
Mm-mm.
It's definitely easier.
Uh-oh.
Oh boy.
I think James is in trouble here.
Could be game over. A featured table though, a lot of nerves.
Nice. And there it is.
Well done. Well
Julietta
played.
taking James 5-3 racks. I want to thank you guys for tuning in. This is very exciting and fun for us, and we hope you guys tune in next week. We will be here same day, same time, without the technical glitches.
At 7 instead
So
of
we should be
7:30.
7 sharp. We appreciate you guys. Feel free to comment, ask questions on this video and on the Facebook page. We will soon get our website launched, and we'll have all kinds of great stuff for you guys. So we'll talk to you soon.
You guys have a great night.
Great job, you guys.